Hello, good afternoon, and welcome in, everybody, here from beautiful Lower Afton on a Monday night for some high school baseball featuring longtime foes separated by just 20 miles and US 70. Tonight, it's a first-place showdown with a postseason feel. The Unicoi County Blue Devils, a historic powerhouse in the state with 4 state championships in their illustrious history, loaded with talent, looking to make a statement here in its new classification, still unbeaten in district play at 8-0. In their way today, the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights, a battle-tested blue-collar club led by senior leadership, a dominant 1-2 punch on the mound, and some risers coming up in that freshman and sophomore class. The Black Knights also perfect in league play at 7-0. Just 30 miles separating these two old flames, and tonight they meet with sole possession of first place on the line. It's Unicoi County, it's Chuckey-Doak. It starts right after these messages here on First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money. For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Well, you couldn't better ask for a better scene, a better day of weather here at the ballpark. Chuckey-Doak and Unicoi County, 15-0 combined record in the District 1 2A race. Today, the top two dogs in the league will duke it out. What's up for grabs, you might ask? Sole possession of first place. Matthew Palazzo, Tyler Nichols, along with Ethan Cooper, our three-man crew on hand here tonight from beautiful Lower Afton. Glad you could be with us here as we, hop head first into this District 1 2A battle for first place, and a lot is up for grabs. The Chuckey-Doak Black Knights at 9-7 on the season. 7 of those 9 wins coming in district play. Unicoi County, meanwhile, 12-7. They are 8-0 in league play. Near identical if you look at the strength of the schedules and the strength of the records of these two teams. But at last, here in early April, Tyler, we'll get our answer as to which team will have the upper hand. Chuckey-Doak and Unicoi County here tonight.
Man, I'm psyched up. This is a game that I think everybody had circled on their calendars before the season started. Unicoi County being a powerhouse in 3A in the last few years, and then dropping down to Class 2A and then joining Chuckey-Doak, and people have of course been talking, Chuckey-Doak had their turn. Now Unicoi is going to take over, and I think Chuckey-Doak feels a little disrespected by that. They see the district championship plaque on their wall in the locker room, and they want to keep that and bring it back home again here in 2026, and you've got the opportunity to get a leg up on them tonight here at home.
And Chuckey-Doak, of course, the reigning defending district champions. Meanwhile, Unicoi County, heartbreaking loss in that sectional series against Anderson County, a team that ultimately made it to the state tournament. They would win the first game of that sectional and then a doubleheader sweep to ultimately lose and have their season ended last season. That was their final game in 3A most recently. Now, down in 2A, looking to get back to the storied success that their program has been accustomed to. 4 state championships in their program history. 6 times they've been a runner-up. They're looking to get back to Murfreesboro for the first time since 2010. Chuckey-Doak, meanwhile, looking to get back to Murfreesboro, really arrive in Murfreesboro for the first time ever. But, the first rung of the ladder is to win this conference series in the regular season. You get better seeding in the district tournament, and it helps you out down the road. But it all starts here. It all starts here in Game 1. They'll play another match tomorrow. But what better way to get it off on the right foot if you're the Black Knights to get a win here at home on Monday to start the week?
And Chuckey-Doak really benefited from their schedule this year. You get West Green and Unicoi County as your final 2 series of the season, and you start both series here at home. West Green was the runner-up last year, and then Unicoi coming down as the expected favorites to win the conference, and Chuckey-Doak gets them as their 2 latest series. And, there's no better way to start a series than at home. That's exactly where you want to start it out and hopefully get that leg up on them in that first game. So I kind of see Chuckey-Doak being added advantage here being at home. I think it's going to come down to pitching. We know Chuckey-Doak's got reigning conference pitcher of the year Lincoln Cutshaw pitching today, Unicoi County. see what they throw today and see what they have on tap in this highly anticipated matchup.
Well, they always say you want to defer to the second half, right? You want to know what you need to get, what you need to obtain. Well, Chuckey-Doak knows they need a win here today. For Unicoi County, they've got 2 games left, today and tomorrow against Chuckey-Doak. Now, Chuckey-Doak has today and tomorrow against Unicoi, but they also have that rescheduled game against Johnson County. So they win today. They're still going to need to win tomorrow to clinch an unequivocal first place heading in to that district tournament. Now, of course, they'll need to win that Johnson County game if they were to lose today or tomorrow, but with a win today and a win against Johnson County, I believe Chuckey-Doak will be in sole possession of first place heading into that district tournament. Chuckey-Doak, of course, looking to bounce back, looking to carry its momentum over a big week last week after a little bit of a skid for the Black Knights, quite honestly, losing a couple in a row in that early season stretch against much larger schools, much tougher competition. They lost that skid where they dropped one at Gatlinburg-Pittman and against University High, 2 very quality opponents. And then that win over Johnson County was their first win in quite some time. And then ever since then, they've been on a tear since they've started district play. They swept Happy Valley, of course, falling to Pigeon Forge, but that has been their last bump in the road. It was a sweep against West Green, a win at Apostolic Christian last Thursday, and then a win on the road at an Elizabethan team who knocked out this Unicoi County team in their own district championship a season ago. So plenty of talent on the field here today for both sides. Meanwhile, Unicoi County looking to bounce back. Lost their 2 doubleheader games on Friday. They also lost the time before that against Pigeon Forge. A lot up for grabs here tonight. We'll have an answer soon enough. It's Chuckey-Doak and Unicoi County. It's the Bachman-Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale. We're not merging. We're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Well, they say hope springs eternal. And speaking of spring, an absolute picturesque day here at the ballpark as we begin the month of April. You can really tell it starts to turn, the weather that is, when you start seeing green pop up here in the black hole on the football field. Now on the baseball diamond, it is picture perfect, picturesque, well maintained, and manicured. Let's get things going here. Unicoi County and Chuckey-Doak with the driver's seat in District 1 2A up for grabs. I'm Matthew Plaza alongside Tyler Nichols, Ethan Cooper, our 3-man crew on hand here today. What better way to hop into this final week of conference play? And yes, you look at the calendar, it's early April still. You're in your final week of district play. It's really hard to believe. Yet here we are, Chuckey-Doak in one of its final 3 district games. Unicoi County is in its first of 2 of the final games here in district play on the season. They'll have 3 weeks before this district tournament starts. The district tournament, which will be that I guess, that final week of April, heading into that first week of May. But it's hard to believe we're already a month into the season, and we're just about done with league play, Tyler.
Yeah, that was something I realized at the end of March is baseball has such a condensed regular season. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it, but you got to get your games in a certain amount of time, and you got to get rolling or else you're going to get behind the eight ball. Both teams have done that. I know Chuckey-Doak has not played well in non-conference games, but that's really prepared them for their conference games where they've locked down and been solid with an undefeated 7-0 record. Unicoi County also undefeated in league play. That's what you like to see coming into this game, but beautiful, picturesque day, as you mentioned. The grass greener than it has been the last few weeks, striped up, done a great job by head coach Jacob Willett. So as we get ready for first pitch right here, I mean, my excitement level's at a 10. This is one of the most anticipated matchups of the year.
Absolutely going to be a 10 for me as well. West Green, Happy Valley also playing today in district play. They're already underway. You also have South Green and Johnson County here on the final week of the regular season in district play. Now, meanwhile, taking a look at those district standings, Chuckey-Doak technically is a half game behind Unicoi County, having lost that one game to be rescheduled against Johnson County. But Unicoi County, as for now, is that top seed. Chuckey-Doak is just a half game behind. Johnson County is the 3, but they're 4.5 games out of first place. So it really is a two-horse race as we head into this final stretch of the season. Chuckey-Doak will wear its new black jerseys with the white numbers and lettering, the Nike kits, and also debuting some new pants this season. The white pants with the black pins with the black lids on top. Excellent fit for the Black Knights here at home on a Monday. Meanwhile, Unicoi County in the road blues, the white pants and the blue lids. The Unicoi County UC interlocking logo is on the lid. Lincoln Cutshaw will get the go for the Black Knights. He'll toe the rubber out of the windup to fire in the first pitch of the ball game, and it's looked at for strike one. We're underway from Afton. Lincoln Cutshaw, excellent season so far this year. 28 1/3 innings pitched. Tyler mentioned it, the reigning district pitcher of the year, making his 7th appearance, his 6th start on the mound for the Black Knights. The second pitch swinging, it's lifted up by David Thompson into the glove of Randall Sossman for out number 1.
That's big to get that first out, 2 and only 2 pitches. I think one thing that you're going to need to see tonight is Lincoln to keep that pitch count low. You're going to use him to the fullest extent tonight. He's not going to pitch tomorrow. You're going to use him as much as you can tonight. You'd like him to be on his best stuff all night and to keep that pitch count low and get into the 7th.
And one thing else I'd add, you got to limit the walks here on the season. Lincoln doing a good job with the strikeouts, 43 Ks on the season in his 28 1/3, but 22 free passes. You'd like to see that number kept at a minimum here today for the pitcher with a 3-2 record and 1 save on the line this season. The second pitch swung right through it, goes Brooks Bennett, the center fielder. On the on-deck circle, it is Reed Bogart. Colby Jones, the shortstop, Walter State commit, waits in the hole. Cutshaw out of the windup. Nice pitch, dotted up on the outside corner, just missing for strike 3. Defensively for the Black Knights, we'll get you acquainted with their lineup as we go. Cutshaw out of the windup, the 1-2. Looked at by Bennett, low and away. Defensively for the Knights, from left to right, it'll go Shane Cook, Dom Atchison, and Randall Sossman, who we saw record the first put out. Middle infield, Gavin Crumbs at short, Braxton Lowe's at second. At the corners, Ben Palazzo at first, and Kipton Ball at third base. Cooper sees your catcher. Here's the 2-2. Here's your strikeout. Lincoln Cutshaw. 2 quick put-outs to start the day. And just like that, there's 2 on with nobody out. First strikeout of the day for Mr. Cutshaw, and my papers are flying everywhere. Wind's picking up a little bit. I'm sure many of you were surprised this morning. You jumped outside, and it's a little bit cooler than anticipated. Here we are, mid-50s, lower 60s, the weather on here today. Partly cloudy, but blue skies and sun beginning to poke through our cirrus cloud cover. First pitch is upstairs, a calling ball on the next batter who steps in. That's Reed Bogart, the catcher. Bogart, a .336 batter a season ago, led this Unicoi County team with 30 runs driven in here this season. Bogart also wielding a pretty high bat, a .328 hitter with a .431 OBP. Bogart also with 4 doubles and 2 homers, go along with his team leading 18 runs driven in. Here is the 2-0, and this one is lifted high to the left, and this is over the Chuckey-Doak dugout and out of play. This Unicoi County team, as you well know, loaded with talent, playing in a very similar ballpark dimensions-wise as Chuckey-Doak. Nice breaking pitch there by Cutshaw to tie the count up at 2 apiece. You see the Unicoi County radio there behind the backstop as well. And weren't sure they were going to make the trip. That's good to see as well.
That's what I was looking at a few seconds ago. I saw somebody with a headset on.
The 2-2 by Cutshaw. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2. And the Black Knights get out of the inning. 1-2-3. Devils down in order. Chuckey-Doak sends the top of the order up when we return. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first. This is Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Green Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest asset. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Hello and welcome back from beautiful Lower Afton, Tennessee. A quick start for the Black Knight defense and pitching staff as Lincoln Cutshaw K's the last 2 batters of the side, and the Knights get out of the top half of the first unscathed. Now they'll head to the plate. Top of the order is due for the first time today. We'll see Shane Cook, Kipton Ball, and Randall Sauceman 1-2-3. Batting cleanup, it's Cooper C., the team leader in doubles. Ben Palazzo bats fifth, the first baseman. Batting 6th, the shortstop Gavin Crum. Batting 7th, the game starting pitcher Lincoln Cutshaw. Batting 8th, the freshman Braxton Lowe playing second base. And rounding out the batting order, Dom Atchison, the table setter, and the 9-hole. For the Blue Devils, getting the start today on the bump, it's a guy who, well, doesn't necessarily have the best numbers on the team, but my goodness, is his stuff excellent. I mean, they've got a plethora of arms. I mean, pick your poison. The senior Isaac Harris also plays a little bit of first base, the lengthy right-hander, making his sixth start of the season, actually, in his 6th appearance. 3 complete games on the record this year. Actually, I might have been a little ahead of myself. Maybe he does have the best numbers. A .36 ERA, 46 strikeouts against just 4 walks on the season. He's allowed just 1 earned run in his complete 25 innings of work. So, yes, this kid can pitch, and he is excellent. 0-0 as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. Unicoi County is led by 12th-year head coach Chad Gillis. He's been the leader of this Blue Devil ball club since 2015. The Carson Newman and Walter State alum actually had a stint in the minor leagues himself, but he was a pitcher himself right here in this Unicoi County program back in the late 90s when he graduated back in Irwin. Leading off for the Black Knights, wielding the hot bat, Shane Cook, the left fielder. We'll see a first pitch ball, and we'll jump ahead 1-0. Shane Cook, a .395 batter on the season with 4 doubles, 6 runs driven in. Gets on base at a 48% clip. Here's the 1-0 by Harris, and it slides outside. Cook jumps ahead. Potentially, Tyler, and this is a matchup that we saw back in the day. I know when I was coming up through the high school ranks, it was Unicoi County and the district over to us. So we would match up in the region tournament. So no strangers to each other. This Unicoi County, this Chuckey-Doak rivalry in the late 80s, the early 90s. You talked to some of the guys. Very heated rivalry between these two teams, albeit once in the opposite district, once in the wrong classification, but now in the same district, in the same classification. Cook puts a charge into this one. It finds the left center gap, and it falls feet before the fence. And Shane Cook will be in standing up at second base. It is a ground rule double as that one hopped the fence. And Shane Cook is the leadoff man aboard, and he's already in scoring position.
That's what a piece one up to start. Great approach to begin also starting out in a 2-0 count and then getting one that he really liked right there on the 4th pitch and sending it out for a ground rule double just feet away from going over. And if you were in a different ballpark with the wind carrying out right there, we'd be talking about a 1-0 ball game right now.
It's his 5th double of the season, and stepping up to that next, someone we both like, Kipton Ball. So much poise in this sophomore's bat, and it really his presence overall as a player. the signal caller back in the fall for the Black Knight football team as he squares around to bunt the 0-0. He'll move over Cook from second to third, and he will beat it out at first base. Throw is off. Cook comes storming home. Knights have taken the lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. It was a bunt single by Kipton Ball, and the throw by the third baseman, Tanner White, was way up the line. It allows Ball to reach safely, but it also allows Shane Cook to score from second base. What a start here for this savvy Black Knight squad. Putting a whole new emphasis on the sacrifice that Coach Willett has grown accustomed to here in his few seasons in Afton, in his second season as head coach.
I love the aggression.
Here's the 0-0. Bunted on by Sauceman, and it'll find its way out of bounds. Randall Sauceman, the right fielder for this Black Knight baseball club, a .340 hitter, .426 on base percentage, a double and 9 runs driven in here on the season. Defensively for the Blue Devils, aside from Isaac Harris, the starting pitcher, Reed Bogart completes the battery. From left to right in the outfield, it'll be Alex Lanningham, Brooks Bennett, and David Thompson. Middle infield, it'll be Colby Jones at shortstop and Angel Delgado at second base. Quick pick over to first base to keep an eye on Kipton Ball. Tag applied by the first baseman Hudson Berry. Over on the hot corner, we already saw him, Tanner White is the Blue Devil third baseman. A couple new transfers into this Blue Devil program as well. They also lost one to Dobbins Bennett throughout the offseason, but a team that does return a lot, especially in the arm talent department from their sectional team a season ago. Isaac Harris facing off against this Randall Sauceman from the third spot in the batting order. Knights already leading 1-0. Harris comes set, fires in the 1-1, and it's fouled against the black padding along the backstop. Harris wants a new ball. Knights a half game behind the Blue Devils in the district standings coming into this afternoon. That's only because they had that one rain out between them and Johnson County. I guess you could call it a snow out. They forced them to reschedule that one to April 21st, so Knights still going to have a district game following this week. Unicoi County will be done after their home-and-home with Chuckey-Doak today and tomorrow. Another quick pick to keep an eye on Ball. Nothing doing. Chuckey-Doak coming off that big win at Elizabethton last Thursday, a team that Unicoi County has played this season. The 1-2 pitch, driven up the middle, and it's off the glove of Jones. Sauceman going to land safely. Ball's going to take the turn, slide into third base safely. Sauceman moves to second, and the Black Knights, still with no outs, have two in scoring position with more runs knocking on the door.
I mean, what a way to start a game right now. I mean, I love the aggression to begin the game. You kind of expected them to be aggressive with a bunt right there. Didn't expect it to score a run from second, but now we're talking about base hits that have you two in scoring position already with a lead and no outs.
And that is a single by Sauceman. And in steps the cleanup hitter, Cooper C. C's got one of the more interesting lines on this team, a .327 batter. The catcher, a .444 OBP, leads the team in doubles with 8. He's got 12 runs driven in. His Cooper C kid, he can put a charge behind the baseball at any time, the sophomore right-handed hitter. Isaac Harris looking to keep the damage at a minimum. He came into the game only one earned run against his line on the season. And in the game already, this being an earned run to start things.
Not sure what.
Not sure either.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Buckles was saying.
Well, 1 ball and 1 strike. Harris out of the windup will induce a wave and a foul back into the catcher's mitt. 1-2 the count moves. Sauceman's at second and Ball's at third. Knights have already taken the 1-0 lead early on here in the bottom of the first. Harris kicks and delivers. Watched an outside pitch. Called ball. And the count evens up. A Chuckey-Doak team that's won their last 4 in a row. Winners of 6 of their last 7 as Harris pumps one in. It's grounded softly back to the hill. Fielded and thrown back home. In a little bit of pickle here is Kipton Ball, but he'll get tagged out. Sauceman, who made his way over from second to third. That's a heads-up play there by Isaac Harris. And hold on here. They're going to try to force another run down. Sauceman will take off, and he's going to get tagged out halfway down the line. Oh, my goodness, a double play to get the first 2 outs of the inning, and that'll wipe 2 in scoring position right off the board. Horrendous mistake by the Black Knights in their base running.
Yeah, that'll make you shake your head right there. You don't really fault the first out, but I'm not sure what the decision was right there on the second out right there. Sometimes the aggression can hurt, and it benefited them in the beginning, but it came back to bite them right there. That one's going to sting, having 2 in scoring position with no outs. You got to score at least one of those right there. And to have both of them fall on the same play on the same base path, that hurt.
I'm not even sure why Sauceman took off. The ball was right there.
That did hurt.
The 0-0 to Palazzo, and it's upstairs for a ball 1. Isaac Harris has gotten his first 2 outs rather handed to him. And the right-handed pitcher will toe the rubber to face Palazzo. Ben, a .394 batter on the season. Actually, surprised me looking at his stats, a .522 OBP, so reaches base more than half the time he reaches the plate. 2 doubles and 12 runs driven in, but got 1 run knocking on the door here still at second base, with C reaching second on the throwing decision. Harris kicks and delivers. Palazzo swings right through it for strike number 2. And the Blue Devils are now 1 out away from getting themselves out of a very scary bottom of the first. An error early on by the Unicoi County third baseman to help the Black Knights around the base pass, and a pitch upstairs will level the count at 2 apiece. Palazzo hit by a pitch twice in their game last Thursday against Apostolic Christian. Harris comes home. Palazzo chases high, and the Blue Devils get out of the inning. Thanks to the Black Knights and their base running woes, it'll just be a run on 3 hits. They do leave 1 runner in scoring position. Just a 1-0 lead despite getting 2 on with no outs. It's 1-0 Chuckey-Doak as we head to the second. This is the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference. At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles!
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Knights put a single run on the board in the bottom of the first inning, but it feels like, and it definitely looked like, it should have been much, much more. After getting 2 on to start the game with a double and a single, they had another single by Sauceman, but if you remember, it was when that rundown was started on that Cooper C. fielder's choice. So with Sauceman and Kittenball both in scoring position, Cooper C. grounded it back to the pitcher. The pitcher would throw home. The catcher, Bogart, would tag out ball. And then they had C kind of danced a little bit off that first base bag, looking to take second, maybe forcing a throw and getting into a pickle to allow the run to score. But Randall Sauceman would jump off the bag and halfway down the line get tagged for the second out, and it was a double play. Shortly after, Palazzo would strike out to end the inning, but all that told, just a 1-0 Chuckey-Doak lead despite having their first 3 batters all get hits to start the ball game. A first pitch ball in the dirt by Lincoln Park Cutshaw. I want to call him Lincoln Park so bad. Anyways, let's start at the top of the second here, shall we? Cleanup batter Colby Jones is into the right-handed batter's box. Jones, very special talent here at the shortstop position. He'll ground this one sharply. It's gloved by ball. The throw across the diamond is good. And Palazzo is dragged off the bag. It'll be a safe call at first base. It's a good stretch by Palazzo. The throw just taking him a little bit too far off the bag there. It looked like that could have been the case, and usually that first base coach for the opposing team typically has a pretty good read on it, as he saw there with the Blue Devil base coach signaling safe minutes before the umpire did. Cutshaw's allowed his first base runner to reach on the day, and will pump in a first pitch ball away on Isaac Harris, the Blue Devil starting pitcher. So it'll be an error here for Chuckey-Doak. Cutshaw comes set. 1 ball, no strikes. Harris waves the bat from the right-hand side. This one gets out of hand of Cutshaw, and very easily Colby Jones will coast into second base. Jones, of course, the Walter State commit. And I was thinking that he was going to be the top arm entering the season. I mean, he's still got a very impressive line on the season, don't get me wrong. A sub-3.3 ERA and 22 and 2/3 innings pitched, but Isaac Harris has definitely stolen the show here in the early season stretch. Cutshaw attacks Harris once again. He cuts on and fouls it back. 1-0 the Chuckey-Doak lead here in the top of the second inning. Already a crucial error on the base pass, and they expand upon that defensively. An errant throw to start the frame here, and Unicoi County has their first runner in scoring position on the day. Harris eyes one outside. It pops out of the mid of C, and you feel like the dam might be close to breaking already. You can't give a good team like Unicoi County chances, and that's exactly what Chuckey-Doak has been doing here in the last two sides. Cutshaw comes set. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. The senior kicks and delivers. Harris pops one right side. It's carrying, and that one's gone. Home run, Unicoi County, as they take a 2-1 lead on the right field blast off the bat of Isaac Harris. Just like that, the dam breaks, and Unicoi County takes its first lead of the ball game. And the jubilation in the visitors' dugout as the Blue Devils take a 2-1 lead. It just felt like that was close to happening.
Didn't quite expect the home run, though.
And as we know, I mean, Unicoi County would know this better than anybody else. As a small ballpark here, those high fly balls that get caught up in the jet stream here, and it's a quiet wind, but it is blowing out here today. It definitely favors the home run ball. All you got to do is lift it up just high enough and let it catch a little bit of that gust. And that's exactly what that high fly by Harris just did. Carrying out into the left, as this one is beat pretty well into left field for a hit. And Hudson Berry will land safely over at first base with Unicoi County leading 2-1. They've got a runner on still without an out. Angel Delgado, the Blue Devils second baseman, will step in. The senior entering the season, it was Manny Chavez's position, and he's still slated to return, but an injury has kept him out of the batting lineup here early in the season, and in the field for that matter, Chavez that is. So Delgado slides into second base in the preseason, and he's played a pretty good second base for this Blue Devil team. Delgado, a .264 hitter. This one is hit softly down the third base line. Delgado will reach the errant throw is down the right field line. It is eventually relayed in, and Unicoi County will place runners at the corners here, still without an out.
Man, what a swing of momentum. I mean, Chuckey-Doak started red hot, exactly how you would have wanted, with an error, a bunt that ended, not the way that you wanted this game to go for Chuckey-Doak, considering the way that you started.
Another errant throw over to first base, and it looks like it may cost the Black Knights. That is, unless they can do something about it here. And you're right, just those first 3 outs on defense, those first 3 batters on offense, and you had all the momentum in the world, and you just lost it in an instant. Nothing that's going to take the momentum out like a home run, though, is a cannon of a throw down by Cooper C. will grab the sliding Delgado in at second base. He is out, and he is not exiting the base paths just yet. There he is. He will head off here presently. Nice shot there by C. 2-0 the count on Dalton Hilton, the designated hitter.
Takes a little bit of their momentum away right there. You get that first out any way you can.
Hilton just 9 ABs on the season, so not a mainstay in this Blue Devil lineup, but a .444 hitter with 3 runs driven in and a double. Playing in just his 6th game of the year. 3-0, he'll have an early count lead here.
Saw Barry right there noticing how short that Chuckey-Doak backstop is when he saw that passed ball. A lot of visiting teams would just make the run for it right there, but you got to be smart about it.
It's a 4-pitch walk to Hilton, and the Devils once again will place runners at the corners. Still with with just the 1 out, less than 2 outs. First walk of the afternoon allowed by Cutshaw.
We know how good Chuckey-Doak's defense is, and we know that Coach Jacob Little works on defense with them a lot. If you can induce a ground ball right here and turn a quick 6-4-3 or a 5-4-3, you can get out of it right here, but you've got to try to get out of it without limiting any damage, because you started out so hot in the bottom half, and then once it's turned over to the second right here, man, Unicoi County has jumped on them and taken the momentum right back.
Good pitch there, but a miss low, and it's quickly 2-0. 6 straight balls thrown by Cutshaw as he looks to get Tanner White, the final man in this Blue Devil batting order. The 2-0 pitch skied right and out of play by White over the visitors' dugout. Chuckey-Doak on the season, just 3-3 here on their home soil. Meanwhile, Unicoi County, a 4-3 team on the road. Chuckey-Doak actually much better on the road. They've won 6 of their 8 games as a road team this year. Unicoi County much better at home, a 6-1 team playing in their ballpark. 2-2 quickly, a couple of foul balls as Lincoln Cutshaw gets some gusto back about him as the wind starts to pick back up here in Lower Afton. Here's the 2-2 pitch, winded in, dribbled softly right in front of C. He'll reach around, grab it. The throw is away, and it's another error. It allows the run from third to score. And there will still only be an out remaining. Something's in the water here early on. A couple of errant throws, and Unicoi County has scored its 3rd of the side. Not how you want to start the day, to say the least. Coach Willett will take a moment to have a word with his team and infield. And safe to say, you need to settle the guys down.
I mean, what has happened in this last inning right here? He mowed them down in the first, and once we flipped over to the bottom of the first and the top of the second, I mean, it has went haywire for both teams on defense. Unicoi County allowing, I believe, a hit to begin, and then a bunt laid the ground rule double, and then the bunt leads to an error and scores, and then you get 2 on second and third in scoring position, no outs. Both get called on third, and then you have just struggled to get outs in this half inning right here, and it's led to Unicoi taking a 3-1 lead, potentially even more now, with runners on the corners and just 1 out.
The first pitch swung on, belted through the side and into left field. Unicoi County leads it 4-1 off the bat of David Thompson's RBI single. It's almost like Chuckey-Doak is just surprised that this Unicoi County team is good, but yes, they're going to put the ball in play, but you can't hand them runs. That's exactly what Chuckey-Doak's done here in the top of the second. Errors that have just continued. I mean, we've had 3 errors this inning, all coming on throws to first base. And Chuckey-Doak has scored 4. Two of the runs earned against Lincoln Cutshaw's line, and this is bounced back to the hill. Quick throw to third base, and this is missed. Another error by Chuckey-Doak. Oh, my. Things are quickly unraveling here. Just 1 out here in the top of the second.
Now stepping to the plate, number 17, Reed Bogan.
And that just cannot happen.
I know hitting's contagious. Are the yips contagious? Because it looks like everybody for Chuckey-Doak has it right about now. What is happening?
Base is now loaded, and Reed Bogart will step to the plate. 0 for 1 with a strikeout here today.
Infield playing out.
Bogart watches one outside. It misses for a ball. It ties the count up.
I mean, bases loaded is a situation you don't want to be in, but you can use it to your favor sometimes. If you get a grounder right here, throw it home for the automatic out, although the infield has not done the best job at throwing accurately to bases. Strikeout would be huge right here.
This one a little out of hand to Cutchaw. You've got to –
you got to force it any base.
Yes, you do. And
So,
maybe that's like your one play that where you just get all the jitters out and you say, okay, easiest out on the board, that's where we're going. Because in football, you've got an inside handoff to settle you down. In basketball, you got a set play, calm the guys down. But baseball, there's not really a pause and play to where you can just say, let's just get this easy out. Well, there's another part of the equation. That's the opponents that are batting, and it's not just that easy. The 2-2 is upstairs for a ball, and it certainly doesn't help if you give them free passes. We saw that firsthand on Good Friday, Tyler.
Yeah, and you're in desperation of walking in a run right here after being up, I believe, 1-2 in the count. So a strikeout would be huge right here. Needed.
The payoff pitch is swung on and lifted to the right. It's hooking foul, and it will bounce on Ripley Island Road. Drive. Always make that mistake. And the count will continue. Cutchaw quickly fires in the 3-2, buckling at the knees, and a called strike 3. Looking. Punch out number 3 on the day for Lincoln Cutchaw as he sends Bogart down on strikes for a second time. 2 outs here at the top of the second, sorely needed.
That was confusing. It looked like a strike. It took the umpire about 2 seconds to finally call it, but if you're Cutchaw, man, you needed that one.
First pitch to Colby Jones is looked at for a strike outside. 0-1. The breaking pitch has landed several times for Cutchaw here today. Colby Jones, 0 for he reached on an error back to start this marathon of an inning. Bounces this one off the hill, out into center field. A run will score. Atchison charges it, throws home, up the line. 2 RBI single for Colby Jones. Unicoi County leads at 6-1. And the cleanup batter and Walter State commit will get his first hit of the day, and this one was very advantageous. Unicoi County takes a 5-run lead here in the top of the second inning. A couple of errors by Chuckey-Doak so far. They've made 3 here in the half inning. Big swing and a miss on the first cut by Isaac Harris. He's had the loudest swing of the game. The 2 RBI homer his last time up. His second homer on the season from the right-hand side. The game starting pitcher will scoot out of the way as he sees strike 2 come across the knees. Cutchaw way ahead now with runners on first and second. Looking to get out of this jam. Cutchaw delivers the 0-2, a half swing, and a ball by Cutchaw. Blue Devils have batted around the order +1 as Harris steps in for a second time. After a game that started so well for the Black Knights, quickly got out of hand. The 1-2, cut on and miss. Cutchaw with another K, his 4th of the day. And Chuckey-Doak gets out of it eventually, but not without surrendering 6 runs on 4 hits. Unicoi does leave 2 runners on as we move to the bottom of the second inning. 6-1, Unicoi leads it on the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Things quickly getting out of hand here from beautiful Lower Afton. 6-1, Unicoi County leading Chuckey-Doak as we start the bottom of the second inning. Unicoi County bats around in the top half, of course highlighted by that two-run shot by Isaac Harris over the right field wall, and the 2 RBI single with 2 outs by Colby Jones. But 3 errors by the Black Knights certainly were the difference as they bring in 6 to the Blue Devils. They're in the top half of the frame. Chuckey-Doak will send 6, 7, and 8 to the plate. Crum, Cutshaw, and Lowe as we start here in the bottom of the second. Gavin Crum, his last swing here at Chuckey-Doak High School was quite a bang. The walk-off winner last Monday over West Green in the bottom of the 7th inning. The wind-up and the strike on the outside corner. Now 1-1 count. Made us park a lot further back here today. Well, let's just say that.
If anybody hits us today, I would be quite shocked.
Might as well get called up if you hit one out and it hits one of our cars. You'd have to blast that one 450 feet. This is fouled back by Crum, and he's quickly down 1-2 in the count. Harris threatening to find his groove. Will step off here and regain his footing. Crum on the season, an excellent bat in this batting order. 333 hitter with 3 doubles, the aforementioned home run, and 19 runs driven in. That leads the team. Also the only Black Knight with a triple or home run on the season. He'll sky this one high left side, and this will land in the pine trees behind the Black Knight clubhouse. Looking for the word there.
Shane Cook almost joined him as the only other player with a triple or a home run earlier.
Very nearly did, as Crum will continue to battle. Count moves to 2-2 even. Likely going to see Crum tomorrow as Black Knights make the trip to Irwin to complete the home and end their district schedule. We'll see one up in the zone here for a ball. 3-2, the new count. I say that. You still got that one against Johnson County. I take that one for granted. But for all intents and purposes, the district will be all but wrapped up after tomorrow. This is hit well to third base. It's gloved and thrown across in time. What a play by Tanner White. That's redemption. You got to tip your hat on that one. That's an incredible play over on the hot corner by one Tanner White, the sophomore at third base, with a diving grab and an excellent throw.
Not quite sure Jimmy Bowman would want to use that on his top 5 plays of the week, but if he did, we would definitely have a case right there. That was a very impressive play by the third baseman.
There's been a lot of talk about that sophomore Tanner White back in his freshman year, also starting for this Blue Devil ball club. And you just got a ball player's name. Tanner White, it's just a good name. Lincoln Cutshaw up to the plate for the first time today. Cutshaw has done well on the mound despite the struggles behind him at the plate this season. A .395 batter who reaches base at a 54% clip. 3 doubles and 6 runs driven in for Cutshaw. The 2025 All-County selection. Last year, a .490 on-base percentage. The 3-0 pitch. No green light as Cutshaw sees one center cut. Why you got to make a show about it? It's a 3-0 fastball down the middle. Why you got to make that much noise about a strike? Here's a 3-1 pitch. Cutshaw waves, and it's grounded back to the hill. Harris gloves it, flips it up, out 2. Couple of groundouts here to start the inning. Chuckey-Doak trailing by 5 here in the bottom of the second. You can feel like a balloon. All that momentum just deflating all the way out until you got nothing else but that rubber just floating in the wind. Kind of feels like this when all the energy is left to place on one side. The blue and white clad fans on the visitor side has certainly had a lot to cheer for, but can't say the same for the home faithful, as Braxton Lowe will enjoy a 1-0 count lead. Oh, a very good freshman campaign. It's on the football field and the baseball diamond. Couple of doubles and 7 RBIs for the 267 batter here in his freshman campaign. Harris out of the windup will deliver low. And Lowe will jump ahead 2-1. Isaac Harris toes the rubber, fires in the 2-1, a half swing by Lowe, and he'll be swinging for strike 2. 2-2 the count.
Blue said he went around.
The 2-2 swung on and missed. Harris with another K. Blue Devils retire the side in order. We're headed to the third inning. Unicoi still in front 6-1 as you listen to the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
When it comes to healthcare, no one wants to feel rushed. At Abundant Healthcare Clinic in Greenville, we take the time to listen, explain, and truly care. We're a nonprofit clinic backed by 60 years of experience from Evergreen Life Services. From sports and routine physicals to common illnesses and minor injuries, we focus on you, not the clock. Call 423-278-2501 to schedule your appointment today. Abundant Healthcare Clinic. We take the time. Others don't.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
I said in the pregame, Tyler, hope springs eternal. And hopefully that hope can persist in this Black Knights club, though it is dwindling to a very, very small degree. 6-1, Unicoi County leads it by 5 as we start the third inning. His Black Knight defense that was error-ridden its last time up, looking to get some revenge. But as we saw in that Tanner White play the last half inning, certainly within the realm of possibility. The 0-0 downstairs for ball number 1. As Unicoi County sends Hudson Berry, the first baseman, to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. 6, 7, and 8 due up to start the side for the Blue Devils. The 1-0 pitch looked at for a strike on the outer edge as Cutshaw looks to work back. The strikes have been there for Cutshaw. He's been pretty efficient. Just the one walk issued and an excellent breaking pitch that curved all the way in to find the inner half. And strike 2 is called. Cutshaw through 2 innings. We'll get you after this pitch. It's a ball away. 2 innings of work, 5 hits allowed, 6 runs, 2 of which have been earned, 4 strikeouts to just 1 walk. 53 pitches, though, and that may be a problem as this one is softly hit left side. Crum, the shortstop, will field and throw, and it is caught. It is on target for out number 1. First man retired. Angel Delgado will step to the plate. The second baseman reached by error his last time up. Delgado on the season, a 264 batter, as he will see strike 1 on the outer edge. Top of the third. Nobody on here with 1 out. His Unicoi County team, of course, completing their district schedule today and tomorrow with a home-and-home with Chuckey-Doak, and strike 2 is called there. To end the week, they got Davy Crockett and Gallenberg Pittman at Westridge on Saturday. That's a murderer's row. There and their week.
Baseball's so weird. You're telling me Unicoi County is done with district after this week, but
That's
we
right.
still have how many weeks left in the regular season?
3 weeks after this week. Or I guess that's not true. I guess it would be 2 weeks after this week. This is one of the 3 remaining weeks. Cutshaw fires in the 1-2, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5, and Lincoln Cutshaw has got that breaking ball dialed up here this afternoon. That was an excellent pitch. He struck out 3 of the last 5 Blue Devil bats. And with 2 outs, nobody on, Dalton Hilton, the designated hitter, will step in. The only Blue Devil has reached by a walk here today. Swings on the first pitch. It's grounded softly back to Cutshaw. He'll run away and put away Hilton. No problem. 1-2-3 inning for the Black Knights. You can safely say that was needed. 6-1, though, still our scores. We move to the bottom of the third. Chuckey-Doak trailing by 5. They will send 9-1-2 to the plate when we come back. You're listening to Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money. For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Bottom of the third, we welcome you back here from beautiful Lower Afton. 6-1 as Chuckey-Doak looks to claw their way back in it after allowing 6 in the top of the second. Isaac Harris is still on the mound for the Blue Devils. The batting order turns over for the Black Knights here with Atchison, Cook, and Ball due up. Atchison due up for a first time here today. The senior, a .310 batter on the season. I was surprised at this, Tyler. His on-base percentage nearly 200 points higher than his average at .535. Atchison with a double and 8 RBIs on the season, also tied for the team's lead in stolen bags. So you talk about a table setter at the bottom of your lineup. A better way to start the inning than to get that 9-hole batter on.
A lot of teams and a lot of coaches treat that 9-hole batter as your second leadoff batter. I'm assuming if he doesn't have the highest, he obviously has one of the highest OBPs on the team. To have him down at 9, some would scratch their head as to why, but in innings like this where you're starting off with the 9, it's a perfect way to start an inning.
It seems like that happens more often than not, too. I find myself saying 9-1-2, probably the second most common way to lead off an inning, as Atchison will see strike 2 come across here.
I think he's averages.
He's top 2 in OBP.
Maybe your average is you get 1 base runner on an inning, so that 9 would lead off most of the time.
Atchison sees ball 2 outside and ties it up 2-2. Would be an interesting social experiment.
I used to see some major league teams before the universal DHs, they would put their pitcher at the 8-hole, and then their normal 8-hole batter would be the 9 and treat that as a second leadoff. So interesting way that teams treat the batting order in the lineup.
Here's the payoff pitch. It's inside, and Atchison draws the walk like he does so frequently, and he makes his way down. The 9-hole batter reaches safely, and we're back to the top of the order. Shane Cook, who had a loud swing his first time up, the ground rule double to start the game and really lift the lid off of this place. Came around to score the run. Shane steps in with no outs and a runner on first base. Quick pick to first, and Dom Atchison. Safe to say they're going to keep a close eye on the senior with 11 stolen bags on the season.
As would I.
He and Cutshaw tie for the team lead with 11. Harris comes home. It's right down Broadway. Or excuse me, just off the plate, I guess I could say, for ball 1.
Guess just a little high. Looked good to me.
For me as well. I'm not wearing the headgear. Here's the 1-0, and this is called strike. A little low.
Makeup call, maybe?
Maybe a get-back call. Saw that a lot in basketball season. Not so much in baseball. It's a little bit harder to get away with stuff like that, but it does happen. Quick pick over to keep an eye on Atchison.
Atchison might have the dirtiest uniform out of any player every night.
This one is bunted on by Cook. It's laid down right in front of the hill. Nearly beat that one out, and he does! An infield bunt single for Shane Cook, and everybody's safe with no outs.
You certainly didn't expect to see that one coming. I know it caught them off guard too, but I don't think any of us expected it with, was that 2 strikes?
2 strikes,
Yeah,
yes.
if you foul that one off, or if you miss, that's an out. So that's a ballsy decision right there, but they pulled it off. And you need something like that, too, get you back in the game. You need a spark.
A 1-2 pitch that's bunted on.
We've seen a lot of aggression from Chuckey-Doak, so it doesn't surprise me. Nothing would at this point after what we saw in the first inning.
Captain Ball going to spin around and bunt. He'll lay it down, foul territory, though. But the Knights, like they do so often, looking to sacrifice their way in some runs, manufacture some. They're in the bottom of the third. Going back to that leadoff walk by Atchison, Tyler. 28 innings on the year for Isaac Harris. Up until that walk, he had only allowed 4 on the year. It's just his 5th, but the leadoff man, Dom Atchison, is in scoring position now. Captain Ball steps in an 0-1 count. Delivery by Harris. It's bunted left side by Ball. Harris will grab it, and it is a fair ball, and everybody stays on base. Kipton Ball, a bunt single, the second in a row for the Black Knights, and there's nowhere to put him. With no outs, here as we start the bottom of the third. You always have that discussion, right? Even if it's your cleanup batter. Last year is Carson Norris. We had this discussion about why Andy Collins would choose to bunt him. Why would you bunt a guy like Kipton Ball? Why would you bunt a guy like Shane Cook who's swinging such a hot bat? Now, as a coach, I probably wouldn't bunt those guys or ask them to bunt, but it pays off more often than not, and we've seen it pay off 2 times in a row here.
Kanye West said it the best. Name one genius that ain't crazy. Sometimes you got to make those crazy decisions pay off in order to make you look good. It may seem like a bad decision. It may still seem like a bad decision after the fact, even if it works. But sometimes you need to make some bad decisions and gamble a little bit to see if it pays off, especially when you're down 5 runs.
0-0. New count on Randall Sossman as he was spinning around, but see strike 1 come across. Bases loaded, who are no outs. Very similar position the Black Knights found themselves in back in the bottom of the first inning. They only had the 1 run out of it after a fielder's choice led to a double play.
Got to be smart on this one.
On a base running mishap. Isaac Harris stands tall out of the windup. The 0-1 looked at by Sossman for strike 2.
That was a good pitch.
Harris able to get out of a jam early on after surrendering those 3 hits. Back then, it was bases loaded with no outs. Same as it is here. The 0-2. Swung on by Sossman. Down low, White gloves it. The throw home is good, and they will turn 2. No! It hits off of Sossman, and just the 1 out is recorded. Atchison is tagged out at home plate, though, on the force. And so Chuckey-Doak will have runners at the corners now with 1 out.
Smart move there by Unicoi County. I alluded to it earlier whenever Unicoi had the bases loaded. You go home right there, and they could have turned 2 right there. Fortunate that the first baseman did drop the ball right there, because that could have been very unfortunate. And similar to last time, you get 2 in scoring position on second and third, and then you're looking at 2 outs next. So Chuckey-Doak just looking at 1 right now.
The first pitch fouled back off the bat of Cooper C. And the team's leader in doubles looking to make some hay here with 1 out and the bases loaded. So I told you incorrectly. It was just the force at home, so everybody else stayed put. Bases remain jammed here in the bottom of the third.
Man, I don't know if there would be anything better right now than to see one hit opposite field over here to right center. You see the center fielder playing a little more to the left. You see this big gap right here all the way to the corner of the outfield here in dead center.
And we've seen C hit that gap before.
I mean, it would be very reminiscent if you watch the Los Angeles Dodgers. Teoscar Hernandez has that patented RBI single hit to the opposite field. And as you've seen with Chuckey-Doak so far, they're aggressive, so you wouldn't be surprised to see them send 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Harris delivers. C lifts it up high to center field. This will score 1 on the sack. It's caught by the center fielder, Brooks Bennett. The throw is in. And tagging from third, it's Shane Cook. 6-2. Black Knights plate 1 on a Cooper C sacrifice fly.
You get them any way you can right there. That's, of course, you would want more. You would want that to get down safely. You would want to punch one through. But if you can get one on and sacrifice an out right there, you'll take it at this point. Down 5 runs, you just need to start chipping away as best as you can and start playing better on defense. Lincoln Cutshaw's doing a terrific job on the mound tonight. It's just the defense needs to get better and the offense just needs to slowly chip away.
Ben Palazzo going to stand in with 1 out and runners at the corners following the C sacrifice. This is away on Palazzo. He struck up his first time around. But as we know, Palazzo, one of the few on this team with that on-base percentage showing him reaching over 50%. 1-0. Harris comes set, comes home. Palazzo cuts right through it for strike number 1.
We've seen Chuckey-Doak do it a lot when they have runners on the corners. I don't know if they try it with 2 outs right here, but you know they love that double steal or that fake.
Harris comes home. Palazzo eyes it away for strike 2, I believe. Harris looking to get out of the inning once again. Despite loading the bases with no outs, Chuckey-Doak still with just the 1 run to show for it. Harris, the 1-2, and fouled back. Palazzo extends his stay at the plate. Very big spot in the game here for this Chuckey-Doak offense. Palazzo swings right through it for strike number 3, and the inning is over. We've played 3 here from Afton. Unicoi County gets out of a jam once again. Twice we've had bases loaded with no outs, but Chuckey-Doak has just 2 runs to show for it. It's 6-2 Unicoi. We head to the 4th. This is the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
6-2, Unicoi County holding on by 4 as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Chuckey-Doak once again this game loads the bases with no outs, but still only comes away with a single run on an RBI sac fly from Cooper C. So they'll have to glove it up once again and hope Unicoi County will be kept at bay once again. Lincoln Cutshaw, he's dealt very well here this afternoon for this Chuckey-Doak pitching staff. 3 innings of work, has surrendered just 5 hits, has struck out 5, has walked 1. And his first pitch of the inning here will be number 60 on the day. This is lifted sky high right side. Moving back is Atchison. Atchison in the left center gap, and he will glove it for out number 1. Quickly goes the number 9 batter, Tanner White.
Some good gold glove defense right there by Dom. That's why you have him in center field, too. He does a great job of tracking the ball. I don't know if that probably has something to do with his skills as a wide receiver and a quarterback. Yeah. So we've seen it in the major league level right now with O'Neal Cruz for the Pittsburgh Pirates. To play center field, you got to be able to track the ball.
Nice breaking pitch that lands there. Obviously a strike, but a golf ball. And the leadoff batter to start the game, David Thompson, will jump ahead 1-0.
I do enjoy sitting out here and watching Dom in center field. It's one of the treats that we get being out here in Lower Afton when Chuckey-Doak's on defense. He does a great job at tracking the balls, and I don't have his fielding percentage in front of me, but I would be hard-pressed to say he doesn't commit errors a lot.
Not too many. I'd have to go look at that. I can get it for you. Let's look between innings. It's a 4-pitch walk issued to David Thompson, who reaches for the second time in a row. Just the second walk issued by Lincoln Cutshaw here today. And Brooks Bennett, who reached by that very interesting play his last time up. He had the 2 runners on, and he grounded it back to the hill, and Cutshaw turned around, threw it to third. Now, it was ruled an error, so a fielder's choice error. Not exactly sure how you distinguish it, but
speaking of error, Dom Atchison, 1 error on the year.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
I'm sure he's had a ton of chances as well. Probably the most out of the outfield, I'd have to guess. 0-1. Late throw back by C. Staying put as Thompson over at first base. Sure, the team fielding percentage is going to be way down after today for Chuckey-Doak. Something that I'm sure Coach Jacob Willett will voice his frustrations about. 1-2, let's start our rally. Starts with holding them here, top of the 4th, with 1 out and a runner on first. Brooks Bennett. Brooks with an X, by the way. Not your traditional spelling. Cutshaw comes set. Fires the 1-2. It is scooped by C. The runner stays put at first base. 2-2. The new count. Opponents averaging a .227 average against Lincoln on the season. Excellent breaking pitch here for strike number 3. There it is. Punch out number 6 for Lincoln. And the second time he's grabbed Brooks. Maybe he should change his name to a K and an S. We got 2 of those today. 6-2. Unicoi County leading here, top of the 4th. 2 outs, a runner on first base. And the 3-hole batter, Reed Bogart. You talk about Ks. He's had 2 of them here today. Will be stepping in for a 3rd time. A quick pick over at first, nothing doing.
I want to be behind home plate right now. I want to hear Adam Buckles at the moment because he must say something before he rings you up, because a lot of the batters have walked away before we see the strike 3 call from 330 feet out here. So he must say something to him before he rings him up.
Because you do see the players rather downtrodden on their way back to the dugout.
He's already in the other batter's box by the time we do see him ring him up.
And maybe it's a low guttural yell that we can't hear from all the way out here, at least at the beginning.
Maybe he starts with a ha, and then he finishes them off. Ha. I'm not sure either way.
Maybe it's a ha.
The batter lets us know first before he does a lot of the time.
One thing's for sure, both of these pitchers have really excellent pickoff moves. I mean, if I'm on the base pass, I'm sorry, but I've already been thrown out a couple of times already. And I would have been out there. Cutshaw delivers the 1-1. A called strike 2 on the inner edge.
Let's see if we can see that strikeout calling in right here.
Cutshaw's got 6 in 3 2/3. Looking to complete his 4th inning of work here. The 1-2 pitch upstairs. C will throw down as the Devils look to steal another bag, but in safely this time it is David Thompson. Thompson with his 14th stolen bag on the season. Wow.
That was another close one.
It was. That was bang, bang there at second base. Here's the 2-2. It's dribbled left side foul, and ball will kill it out of play. I say out of play, still in play, in the field of play, just in foul territory. We do have a final in district play, getting their first district win of the season. South Green victorious over Johnson County as the Rebels play host in the home doubleheader today. Your final in that one, South Green 6, Johnson County 4. Shout out to the South Green Rebel baseball team. 2-hit day from Maddox Brown and Dawson Ripley as they get a complete game effort out of Colton Fillers.
Shout out to the Rebels. You like to see a team get hot this late into the season. That's exactly when you want to get hot. So
that's against the Johnson County team who's got a win over West Green.
Yeah.
Very excellent ball club.
Team that I believe played Chuckey-Doak pretty tough also.
Yes. I think both of those games, or that one game was at the score here, as it's a walk with 2 outs for Unicoi County to put runners on first and second. That was a 7-4 game on the road at Johnson County just a few weeks ago up in Mountain City for Chuckey-Doak. Up with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Not the type of guy you want to see. Colby Jones had that single his last time up. Will step in here looking to add on to his RBI total. This one is popped up foul and into the trees behind the visitors' dugout. Jones on the season, a .386 batter. He's got 18 runs driven in and 4 homers on the year. 500 on base percentage for Jones, who puts a rip into this one into shallow center field. Atchison will see it drop, and the runner from second will be waved around home. Atchison will gun it down to third. Nothing doing. It's 7-2. Unicoi County on the RBI single with 2 outs from Colby Jones. Good RBI base knock by the Walter State commit, and Unicoi County will have runners at the corners here as they score their first since the top of the second.
That's a quiet run, too, because they didn't have any loud hits to get on base right there. You didn't see them making a lot of
couple
noise.
Of walks.
Just a couple of walks and then getting one to fall right in front of Atchison, too. So sometimes you don't have to be loud to be dangerous.
1-0 the count on Isaac Harris, and it'll be 2 quick balls as C recovers the throw and guns it down. That was a very dangerous play there, but fortunately Gavin Crum able to keep it in front of him and keep the runner on base over at third. A couple other finals in the softball realm. Cloudland run ruling Chuckey-Doak 10-0 and Cott County run ruling South Green 18-0 here in those earlier games. Actually, that South Green game might have been over in 3. Greenville softball is leading 7-4 over Davy Crockett, and West Green, who's on the road at Happy Valley tonight, is leading 4-0 over the Warriors.
Now batting number 18, Hudson Berry.
Is that another walk, Tyler? I've seen 3 of those now.
It must have been a hit by pitch because I had 2 balls.
Looked away for a moment. That's what it gets.
Apparently it was a 4-pitch
it was
walk.
A walk.
Yeah.
4-pitch walk there, drawn by Isaac Harris. And with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Chuckey-Doak desperately needing to get out of this one. This one out of hand, and Hudson Berry will see Cutshaw's 5th straight ball. 6th straight, 2-0. Quickly, Hudson Berry jumps ahead. Finally, we'll find the zone once again.
Gotta find any way to get out of the inning right here.
Cutshaw rocks and sends one home. It's swatted back foul from Berry.
This base is loaded again, too. So, I mean, just in the inning any way you can right here. Whatever base you're closest to, throw it to or step on it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Cutshaw out of the windup. Swing and a drive up the middle. It is gloved by Crum. He'll step on the bag to end the frame. So, Unicoi County will leave the bases loaded. They get the 1 run on the 1 hit by Colby Jones, who's an RBI single with 2 outs. Chuckey-Doak will send 6, 7, and 8 to the plate when we come back, trailing 7-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning here on First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale. We're not merging. We're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Just the one hit for the Unicoi County Blue Devils in the top of the 4th, but 3 walks issued by Chuckey-Doak pitching, and the Blue Devils plate their first run since the top of the 2nd. 7-2 as Unicoi County will send back Isaac Harris on the bump as we begin here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Harris does have a couple of complete games on the season, as he is no stranger to those. 3 complete games on the year, 3 of the Blue Devils' 5 this year. 25 innings coming into today as Harris will kick in, deliver the first offering. A strike across the heart of the plate to Gavin Crum. So 6, 7, and 8. I think that would be the next most common that I have seen to lead off innings is 6, 7, and 8. I feel like I've seen those so many times. Next to 1, 2, and 3, I guess you could say, because they're at least insured
you at least
to lead off
once a game, yeah.
Harris out of the windup. Crum swats one foul. It's out of play. Gavin grounded out to the third baseman his last time. That was that impressive play by the sophomore third baseman Tanner White. Diving grab and an impressive throw. Crum down 1-2. He'll lift this one up, and once again, Unicoi County will have no play on it. Wind definitely starting to pick up and blow, and it is coming out in our direction, straight into our face. So definitely in favor of a home run batter.
Well, look who's at the plate.
Exactly. Trying to say something here, Gavin. He will send it up. He's had a couple of good ABs here.
I don't know if that was a. I don't know if they could hear that, but that was impressive. I don't know if that was a.
That had to be recorded. That had to be
recorded. That was recorded or not.
The 2-2 is looked at by Crum. It's now filled up at 3-2.
Good fight by Crum too, getting it to a full count right now.
You're right. If that was live, that's very impressive. Mr. David Brooks running the PA here from beautiful Lower Afton. Here's the payoff pitch. It's lifted up by Crum. Out to right center field. It's carrying, and that ball is gone! Gavin Crum with his second home run of the season, and it's a solo shot over the right center field wall. 7-3, Black Knights on the solo blast of Gavin Crum.
Never wrong, just early. How about that?
Oh my goodness. Gavin Crum with just the second home run for Chuckey-Doak on the year, and he's got all 2. 7-3, it's a 4-run game. Essentially, with one swing of the bat, you've pulled within now by 4. Here in the bottom of the 4th, no outs.
He's got such a nice power swing, too. Flattens it out.
And again, Tyler, I beg the question, I raise you, that wind that started blowing here as we begin this inning. If you lift it up high enough, that thing is carrying.
Yes, I will say, he has a great power swing, and we know Gavin has power, but that wind does help quite a bit.
And that was an Oppo Taco there.
That was an Oppo Taco over a very tall fence.
This one is rolled over on by Cutshaw. It's grounded by White. The throw in time to grab the first out of the inning. Second ground out of the day for Lincoln Cutshaw. And Braxton Lowe for 1 with a strikeout here today will be up for a second time. For Chuckey-Doak, their 7th hit all in all today, but they've gotten just 3 runs to show for it.
Going back to that home run, too, it's something I said right before. What a way to battle in that count, too.
Yes.
Foul a few off, get it to a 3-2 count, and you finally find the pitch that you wanted to get.
The 1-0 looked at downstairs by Lowe. He's ahead 2-0.
Lowe's having a good approach right now, too. I like how this Chuckey-Doak team has started to dig into the at-bats more. I don't know if it's a different approach. Have to go back on Game Changer and look how they were earlier in the game. It seemed like they were swinging early in every count early in the game, but
is this the inning that Chuckey-Doak can put up a crooked number? 1 each in the bottom of the 1st, 3rd, and 4th. Despite that 6-run explosion by Unicoi County in the top of the 2nd, this game has been pretty even. You take away that top half of the 2nd altogether, and this game is neck and neck. Where Unicoi County put up 6 runs on 4 hits thanks to 3 Chuckey-Doak errors. Lowe lines one down the left side, but it's foul. And the count is full, 3-2, after Harris has battled back after an early 3-0 count deficit. Harris out of the windup here from the right side. Righty on righty matchup with the freshman Braxton Lowe stepping back in. Here's the payoff pitch. Lowe looks at it, ball 4. He'll make his way down the first base line, and Chuckey-Doak might be cooking with gas here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
going back to the first inning of the game, Chuckey-Doak batted all the way down to Ben Palazzo in the 5 spot. Every at-bat was 5 or less pitches. So far this inning, 2 of the 5 that you've seen have been 6 or more.
Yeah.
So you're starting to see Chuckey-Doak take a different approach right here, and you've started to see them. I don't want to say this because they might not like me saying this, but they look like they're taking a West Green approach to things. Take the at-bats into deep counts until you can finally get the one that you want. Foul off some pitches. We're starting to see Chuckey-Doak kind of be more patient because at this point, you'd like to be aggressive. You'd like to swing at those, but take a step back and realize that sometimes you have to be patient to get the pitch that you want.
One of the more favorite advanced stats that I like to look at is those 6-pitch at-bats. Because you're right, not only does it run up an opposing pitcher's pitch count, but it also leads to more likelihood of you getting walked and finding your pitch. If you're able to battle back in those 2-strike counts, you're being a little bit more picky with it. And you're not just swinging at the first pitch.
Both full counts that Chuckey-Doak has faced this inning, we found Gavin Crum to hit a home run, and then Braxton Lowe drew a walk. So,
well, here's Dom Atchison after drawing a walk his first time out. By the way, Tyler, Harris with just those 4 walks on the season entered today.
Forgot about that.
That's his 2nd of the game.
Sometimes when you're in a 3-2 count like that, it messes with the pitcher more. I think in my mindset it would mess with the hitter more because the hitter kind of feels that pressure of, I have to swing right here. That's why you see so many chase outside or down low or even high. But a lot of times maybe the pitcher feels that pressure more like, oh, I have to throw a strike right here or I have to induce a swing.
Up and away, it's strike 1, 2-1 for Dom Atchison.
But I do like to see 3-2 counts because you like to see who comes out on the winning side and who doesn't fold under the pressure of a 3-2 count.
Harris kicks and delivers the 2-1. It's picturesque for strike 2.
Good pitch.
Be careful with Lowe over at first. He's got 8 stolen bases on the season.
Doesn't look like he's making a lot of movement out there.
The 2-2. That's a strike 3 called. Looking. Atchison down. And with 2 outs and a runner on first, the lineup turns over. Shane Cook, a double and a single today. Both of the Chuckey-Doak runs to start the day scored by Cook. The bunt single is last time up in a 1-2 count. That one shocked us here in the booth and maybe others here at the ballpark here today. As Lowe is checked, sliding back into first.
Do you make a move with Lowe now with 2 outs? If he does get caught, Cook leads off the next at bat or the next inning.
Well, certainly if he gets to 2 strikes here, I think you do.
It's an interesting scenario because you got to get aggressive at some point. The outs that you have to play with are dwindling down now.
The 0-1, and just what the doctor ordered, Braxton Lowe sliding safely into second base. Runner in scoring position for the first time this inning for the Black Knights, I guess. Stationary.
It would be.
Shane Cook down 0-2.
See a sign from the catcher here.
Harris way ahead. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on by Cook. It's driven left side. Gloved by White. The throw on time for out number 3. But Chuckey-Doak able to plate 1 for another inning. It's a Gavin Crum solo blast over the right center field wall to draw within 4. It's 7-3 Unicoi County. Let's head to the 5th inning. This is the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale. We're not merging. We're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Oh, welcome back from beautiful Lower Afton, Tennessee. 7-3 Unicoi County. It was a solo blast by Gavin Crum in the bottom of the 4th. That was all she wrote for the Black Knights, who get a run on 1 hit. They do leave a runner in scoring position. And once again, they'll be having their mettle tested here. This defense that had those 3 costly errors early on, but despite that, have found themselves clawing all the way back and now find themselves trailing by 4. Angel Delgado will lead things off for the Unicoi County Blue Devils as we begin the top of the 5th inning. Lincoln Cutshaw, despite, again, Tyler, those defensive struggles, has dealt well today. 4 innings of work, 6 hits allowed, 7 runs, but 6 strikeouts and 4 walks. A couple of costly walks that last inning that did allow that 1 run to come across for Unicoi County. But the strikeout pitch has been working for Lincoln today. That breaking ball has been dialed in. Delgado reached by an error his first time up, but struck out his last time to the plate. We'll see strike 2 come in here to tie it up 2-2. Cutshaw now with his pitch count into the low 90s. That's something to keep an eye on here in the 5th, and it's the strikeout number 7 for Lincoln Cutshaw to start the inning. Second time that Angel Delgado has been a strikeout victim.
Now batting number 25, Dalton Hilton.
Dalton Hilton will step in with 1 out and nobody on. Hilton a ground out his last time up. He walked his first time. The DH here batting from the 8 hole.
Something I'm seeing while just scrolling through Game Changer right now, too. A lot of Lincoln's more productive at-bats, or I don't know the right terminology for that, but more of his strikeouts have come when he starts with a strike in the count. I'm seeing that a lot when I'm scrolling through here.
The 1-1, a called strike, and again, we talk about it all the time how important it is to start ahead. We've seen a couple times when Lincoln has thrown that first pitch and quickly gets behind 3-0. Those have led to the walks, but again, you start off with a strike, and you put those batters to a disadvantage. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the delivery hooked and bounced for ball 2. Sun's starting to set here on a beautiful day as we start our week here in Afton. Temperature's starting to cool off as well, but the wind continuing to pick up, and Lincoln Cutshaw continues to heat up. Strikeout number 8, back-to-back Ks for the senior righty, and Unicoi County with 7 and 8 down in order by way of the K.
Before that one, 6 of his 7 strikeouts had occurred when he started with a strike to begin. So that's 6 of 8 now because he started that one with a ball. But when he's starting with a strike in the count, he's been very productive.
It's a chase and a foul swing here by the 9-hole batter Tanner White. And again, we talk about table setters. Tanner White, the third baseman, he's batting .300 on the season. He's got 10 runs driven in, a homer. Just a sophomore, got a very bright future in Irwin, but another good table setter at the bottom of these two orders. 1 ball and 1 strike here for Lincoln Cutshaw facing Colby Jones, the Blue Devil shortstop. Just missing for ball 2.
Jones with a very productive day too. 3 RBIs, 2 for 2 on the day, I guess.
Tanner White reached by air back in the second. He flew out to center field his last time up. And fouls one back here for ball 3. I hit the backstop. This is lifted sky high to center field. Atchison will move out, camp underneath it, and glove it for out number 3. Bottom of the order goes down in order, and Chuckey-Doak will send 2, 3, and 4 to the plate when we return, trailing 7-3 as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. As you listen to Greene County Baseball, your Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Hello and welcome back from Lower Afton. 7-3, Unicoi County leading Chuckey-Doak. Bottom of the 5th with no outs. A solo blast by Gavin Crum. The bottom of the 4th inning, but a quick 1-2-3 frame as Cutshaw recorded 2 more Ks to bring his total to 8 on the day. Speaking of strikeouts as well, we got wind over the weekend that very historic happenings were quite possibly in effect this coming week. And Luke Shelton's daughter, I forgot her first name, but she's a pitcher at Chuckey-Doak Middle School here. She was looking to get to 100 strikeouts in her middle school career coming into today. Jimmy Bowman was at the game. He tells us Chuckey-Doak softball today winning 20-0, and that pitcher that we're talking about looking to get her 100 Ks strikes out 9 in a perfect game to reach 101 in her career in 11 games. She did it in 42 pitches here today. Congratulations. Got to get the first name of that stellar performance here today. A pop out in foul territory here by Kipton Ball as we begin. But my goodness, Tyler, what a moment for that young lady.
And you wonder if the 42 pitches was she throwing them outside or were they making contact? You would almost want to say throwing them outside because if that would mean that they're making less contact. And I would argue throwing balls would make her look more dominant because that induces a lot more swing and misses. But incredible, incredible performance.
Luke Shelton, it's his daughter that pitches for Chuckey-Doak Middle School. 1-0 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning following a foul out. This is dodged, and not exactly dodged, actually, as Randall Sauceman will wear it off the sleeve, and we'll have our first base runner of the frame reach on the hit by pitch. Randall Sauceman aboard for a second time today. Isaac Harris will come set, and ball one outside for Cooper C. Very productive day for Mr. C so far. RBI sac flies last time up. Half swing here, and we'll pull it back in time to see ball two come across. These two teams completing the home-and-home series tomorrow down in Irwin. It will be the final district game of Unicoi County's schedule. For Chuckey-Doak, they've got one more on the agenda, April 21st against Johnson County, but very important to get a win here today. Very important to get a win tomorrow. 2 wins for Chuckey-Doak, and I believe that would clinch. And a win by Unicoi County. You'd really have to be in must-win scenario tomorrow. Nice piece here by Cooper C. Out in the left field. Sauceman will stay put at second, and it's a one-out knock by the Chuckey-Doak catcher, Cooper C., who gets his first base hit of the day.
It's a good way to start an inning right there.
Very good way.
Very fortunate. You would say very fortunate to be hit by a pitch. Of course, if you're Randall Sauceman, you don't feel so fortunate to get hit by that pitch. But with a sharp base hit like that to left field, you've got an opportunity right here to continue chipping at that because, I mean, you're playing with only 8 outs now. You're getting to the point now where
we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
Gavin Murray, it seems.
With 1 out, but continue what you're saying?
You've only got 8 outs to play with now. I mean, your time is ticking, so you've got to do something right here. So getting hit by a pitch and then getting on like that. Digging into this pitcher's count, too.
As Murray squares her way to bunt there, very, very close to hitting him on ball one.
You're either getting close to the bullpen right here or you're starting to time him up a little bit because this is the third time through the order. We all know what the third time through the order means.
Harris kicks in and delivers the 1-0. A bunt down the third base side. Spinning. Oh, my. What a play there by Harris. Murray was slow out of the box, and it's a double play to end the inning. Are you kidding? That's how we end things here in the bottom of the 5th. It's still 7-3 Unicoi County. We've got just 6 left to work with if you're Chuckey-Doak, but my, oh, my. What a way to end things. This is the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Well, a 1-5-3 double play to end the bottom of the 5th inning on a Gavin Murray bunt attempt. It's doubled up to get the Black Knights off the field. Still, it's a 7-3 Unicoi County lead entering the top of the 6th inning. This is the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Both of these teams perfect on the season in district play, looking to get a leg up and hop in a driver's seat. The winner taking sole possession of first place here in the conference standings. A couple other conference games that have gone final today. South Green victorious earlier over Johnson County for their first district win. And here just recently, another final that has just come across our table. West Green gets the win over Happy Valley 6-0 here on a Monday to start their work week. Ethan Carpenter, or excuse me, not Carpenter, but Jaden Cox getting the win, and Brandon Hunter. Well, that's not a save because it was a 6-point game. It was 5 1/3 for Cox, but 2 hits and 10 strikeouts for the left-handed pitcher, Jaden Cox, who Chuckey-Doak knows all too well from his time here just a week ago. Very good junior left-handed pitcher, as David Thompson will set the table and lead things off from his leadoff spot here as we begin the top of the 6th inning. An RBI single and a walk drawn today for Thompson, as the right fielder is 1 for 2. A ball, and he'll jump ahead 2-1. Still cannot get over that. 9 strikeouts to get 100 career. A perfect game here on the campus of Chuckey-Doak as well. Or it was either Chuckey-Doak or West Green Middle. I know that's who they faced today. Good throw there by, who got that put out there, Tyler? I didn't even see it.
Second base.
Okay, Braxton, I thought that's who it was, but a ground down for David Thompson.
Looking at the Tennessee Baseball Report, that's who a lot of people go by for their statewide rankings. They released their first state rankings today, and we're watching one of the top 10 teams in the state right now. Unicoi County ranked 5th in their rankings, and Pigeon Forge, who Chuckey-Doak has played twice and got swept by this year, ranked 1st. Both of those two teams being potential region opponents, assuming both teams do hold their weight in their district tournaments.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Who won it last year? Was it Lakeland Prep in 2A? I think that's who won it in 2A. Are they not in 2A anymore? Did they make the move up?
I don't remember who won it in 2A.
I thought it was Lakeland Prep.
Mr. Baseball was a kid from Huntington?
Huntington.
Yes.
I think it was Huntington. They were in the Final Four. They might have made it to the championship in 2A. Here's the 2-2 pitch by Lincoln Cutshaw, inducing another swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9 on the day for number 7, Lincoln Cutshaw. What a day from him. He struck out Brooks Bennett 3 times now from the 2-hole. Regardless of the outcome of today's game, you cannot blame this on Lincoln. He has pitched exceptionally well and has pitched around a couple of jams. This one missing. Really just that rocky top of the 4th where he walked 3
It's
Blue
more
Devils.
impressive that he has struck out more tonight than he did at West Green last Tuesday. And West Green's a place where he has really shoved on the mound in the past 2 seasons. I think over 20 strikeouts on that mound in his 2 outings last year and this year.
Breaking ball away, and it's looked at by Reed Bogart, the Blue Devil catcher. A couple of Ks here this afternoon. This one finishing upstairs for a 4-pitch walk, and quickly Unicoi County will have a runner on their first of the inning here with 2 outs, and Coach Willett will make his way out on the bump. That's 115 for Lincoln, now 116 on the day, and looks like that might be the end of the rope for the senior right-handed pitcher. 5th walk of the day for Lincoln, and it looks like we'll have a new arm out of the Black Knight dugout. So we'll take a break. Coming up, we'll tell you all about the new arm in reserve as we'll see our first reliever used from both sides here today. Still 7-3 Unicoi County in the top of the 6th with 2 outs and a runner on first base when we come back as you listen to the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest asset. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Hello and welcome back from Afton. Still 7-3 Unicoi County. It's the end of the day for Lincoln Cutshaw, whose day ends on his 116th pitch of the afternoon. Colin Bishop is the new arm used in relief for Chuckey-Doak. Bishop, the first reliever used from either side here tonight. The freshman right-handed pitcher will get the first nod from the Black Knight bullpen. 0-1 as Colby Jones steps in. Quite the guy to face on your first batter, and this one is launched. Forget about it. That's onto the football field. An absolute no-doubter from the Walter State commit, Colby Jones. And Unicoi County has extended their lead, now 9-3 on one swing of the bat. An absolute gargantuan home run there by Jones to make it 9-3 Blue Devils. Wow. This one hit opposite field. It's gloved by the new first baseman, Crum, and an excellent PMP. And the Knights get out of the jam, but oh my, they let up two on an absolute blast off the bat of Colby Jones. It's 9-3 Unicoi County. We're ahead of the bottom of the sixth. Chuckey-Doak down to its final 6 outs. They'll send 6, 7, and 8 to the bat or to the plate when we come back. As you listen to Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Green Sports Zone.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
An absolute no-doubter by Colby Jones, and the Unicoi County Blue Devils have taken a 9-3 lead heading into the bottom of the sixth inning. Chuckey-Doak, the home team, down to its final 6 outs of the day. And we talked about it beforehand, Tyler. Very few are the players that you watch warming up and you know right off the bat that that kid can play ball. Well, Colby Jones was one of those kids that we pointed out, and you can see him, standing at all, 6'3", 220 pounds. He got every piece of that ball, and he nearly sent that one onto the field here at Chuckey-Doak High School.
There's a reason he's batting in the 4-hole, and there's a reason that we knew about him beforehand. Today, He reached on an error, a 2 RBI single, an RBI single, and a 2-run home run. 5 RBIs tonight, and he has accounted for 5 of their 9 runs. Over 50% of their runs have been delivered courtesy of Colby himself.
Wow. And Unicoi County usually has that one, and they typically have more than one, but they've got that one standout as we see him on defense here. Glove it. The throw is down the line, and safe is the call for Gavin Crum, who beats it out. We'll call that an infield single because not many shortstops can get to that, let alone make the throw. Call it an infield single for Gavin Crum.
First baseman might have helped him right there, too. If that sails over, then it's an error.
Yes.
So
yeah, very true.
He helped him out a lot right there.
But again, many
shortstops have that range.
Yeah, many shortstops are not able to get to that, so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt there, especially after what we just saw at the plate. To be able to get to that in the first place. Long, rangy kid playing the shortstop position.
I would say one of the others that do have that range is the one at the plate right now.
Lincoln Cutshaw, 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts here today, looking to help his case, and will send one up the middle. But it's gloved by the second baseman, Angel Delgado. The throw in time, and Unicoi County will turn its 3rd double play of the game for the first and second out of the inning.
Unicoi's defense isn't single-handedly winning this game, but it is most definitely carrying them a lot. 3 double plays.
This is hit well into left field for a base knock. It's a 2-out single by the freshman Braxton Lowe. And the Knights, down to their final 4 outs, looking to stage a late comeback, trailing by 6. First place in the district up for grabs coming in. Knew it would be a primetime matchup. And aside from that catastrophic third inning for the second inning, by the Black Knights, this game could very well be a 1-run game. Unicoi County plating 6 in the top of the second. Only one of those, though, I believe, were earned after the 3 errors by Chuckey-Doak. So you take away those 5 unearned, and it's a 4-3 game with Unicoi County leading. But if ifs and buts were coconuts, you know what they say. This one is thrown down. That's an excellent throw to end the inning. Wow. An absolute cannon by Reed Bogart. And after the double play, it's a 2-4 caught stealing to get Unicoi County out of the inning. To the 7th we go. It's Unicoi 9, Chuckey-Doak 3 as you listen on First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
When it comes to healthcare, no one wants to feel rushed. At Abundant Healthcare Clinic in Greenville, we take the time to listen, explain, and truly care. We're a nonprofit clinic backed by 60 years of experience from Evergreen Life Services. From sports and routine physicals to common illnesses and minor injuries, we focus on you, not the clock. Call 423-278-2501 to schedule your appointment today. Abundant Healthcare Clinic. We take the time. Others don't.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Still 9-3, Unicoi County. Chuckey-Doak grounds into their 3rd double play of the day in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Blue Devils will send, guess what, 6, 7, and 8 to the plate here as we begin the 7th inning. The 3rd time we've had those 3 start an inning here today. I mean, 3 double plays, Tyler. The margins have not really been that wide here today. Of course, Unicoi County, a good team, but you take away the unearned runs back in that 2nd inning. This is a 4-3 ball game, and Chuckey-Doak, of course, they're trailing, but they're one swing of the bat away from not just getting back in it, but taking the lead and walking this one off if we head to the bottom of the 7th after you record 3 outs. But the freshman Colin Bishop into relief for Lincoln Cutshaw after his phenomenal performance today. Hard to say phenomenal when you give up 7, but when only Well, what? 3 of those were earned? 2 of those were earned? It's pretty easy to say phenomenal.
9 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Good day for Coach Shaw.
Big time stuff today from Lincoln.
A lot of the hits that they weren't scored hits, of course, errors, but a lot of the contact he was allowing were ground balls that were makeable plays. They just weren't making them behind him a lot. I don't think 3 errors for Chuckey-Doak on the day. A lot of those happening early in the game.
Yeah, all 3 of those back in the second.
Yeah, so and that's where Unicoi did all of their damage, well, most of their damage. So you just take that 1 inning away, it's a completely different ball game. But unfortunately, good teams make you pay.
Hudson Berry's 1 for 3. He'll pop this one into shallow right center. That's baseball for you. A softly hit ball that falls at the feet of Randall Sussman to get the leadoff man on for Unicoi County. Angel Delgado, back-to-back strikeouts today, will step to the plate here with no outs and a runner on first base.
It's the type of ball game where it doesn't feel like it's 9-3, but it doesn't feel like it's 9-3. Like, it feels a lot closer because Chuckey-Doak's had some very good hits. Unicoi's defense has just been so I believe they're calling a balk.
I believe they are.
But Unicoi's defense has just been so solid all day, and I think that's been a key difference in the game and them taking advantage in the second inning right there. So it seems like it should be closer, but, man, with all those errors piling up and Chuckey-Doak's big hits, it feels like it should be a lot more.
This throw is too late, and the Blue Devils will have runners on the corners without an out.
Our own Johnny Painter in the Unicoi dugout making friends. Probably familiar with the Blue Devils from their time in 3A last year.
Absolutely.
3A region tournament.
Yes.
Falling to Greenville in the, I believe, championship.
That's right. It's what sent Unicoi County on the road to Anderson County.
And brought Seymour up here to
That's right.
Pioneer Field, just a short drive away.
Coach Willett and Coach Willett going out to have a word on their down catcher, Cooper C. He wore one where he wasn't protected, and so athletic trainer Michael Hawkins also going to go out and have a look at the Chuckey-Doak catcher. Step aside for just a moment, taking the injury timeout here as we wait on C. We'll be back after this quick 30-second break here with Unicoi County leading Chuckey-Doak 9-3.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyriq, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Good to see Cooper C. back up and moving. 0-1, the pitch to Hilton is away for a ball. Catcher, a very tough position to play, as you might expect.
Runners on the corner still.
Still down and out. This Chuckey-Doak team very desperate once again here. Offensively, they've loaded the bases 3 times. They have just 2 runs to show for it. They've had a couple of base running errors themselves. Those don't go to the final box score. This is swung on by Hilton. Dribbled left side. Bishop gloves it, the throw to first. In time for out number 1. But Unicoi County going to steal a run, and Delgado moves from first to third on the play. And Unicoi County plays its 10th of the afternoon. It's a good play by the freshman, Colin Bishop. This one is smoked out to left field, and this is another no-doubter off the top of the press box. Adios pelota. Tanner White, the sophomore third baseman, goes yard. Second homer of the season for the Blue Devils. Sophomore sensation Tanner White in Unicoi County, in the blink of an eye, has taken a 12-3 lead here in the top of the seventh. The start of an inning, it was a Berry single out into right field, and there was a bunt single by Delgado shortly after, a ground into a fielder's choice, but after that, a home run off the bat of Tanner White, as this one is going to peg David Thompson and allow Unicoi County an extra base runner here in the top of the seventh inning. Still with one out.
Now batting number 12, Brooks Bennett.
It's the first hit batsman of the day for Chuckey-Doak pitching. And at this point in the game, you're just looking to get a few quick outs here to get the bats back in your hands. Still got to play this team again tomorrow. You've shown that you can hang with them. But again, we've said this a time or two this season, it's just that one inning sometimes that can plague you. And for Chuckey-Doak now, it's their second inning today that has just brought them a lot of ill fortune. 12-3 Unicoi County. 2 balls and no strikes on Brooks Bennett, the center fielder, who's 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts.
I may have complained about it on record and on air before, but we hadn't had a lot of home runs so far this year on any of our broadcasts. Last week's walk-off by Gavin Crum was our first, and I guess today is made up for it, although more have been from the visitors.
First strike thrown to the at-bat. And oh, it's so frustrating. That second inning is really going to just eat away at these players and this coaching staff, I'm sure. But
a lot of plays you can look back on, too. I think it's just more of a frustrating game in total because
this is thrown down. A good tag applied there by Braxton Lowe. And it's safe on the field? Yeah. Did he drop the ball?
He did.
Okay. Because the throw is on time there. Brooks Bennett just slides in head first to bust it up on the tag.
Nice swing and miss strikeout.
A freshman, Colin Bishop, records his first of the day. And Brooks Bennett sent down on strikes for a 4th time this afternoon. Reed Bogart, a couple of walks in a row, will step up.
I'll save it for the post game, but just a lot of misfortunes today for Chuckey-Doak too. When we just talk about this game as a whole.
Strike called on the inner half here for Bishop. He's come in, though he has dealt and allowed those 2 homers. That's a very tall task to ask from a freshman reliever, to go in and face a guy like Colby Jones and a guy like Tanner White. But other than that, he has pitched around in some places and not done a half-bad job here. This one is launched up in the air left side, and you can forget about it. Reed Bogart, a gargantuan home run over the left field wall. A solo shot, and the Unicoi County Blue Devils continue to just play bully ball. And they're on their way to hopping into the driver's seat here in the district. 14-3, Unicoi County leading over Chuckey-Doak.
Now stepping to the plate for Unicoi, number 6, Colby Jones.
Once again, one of those swings where you don't really have to guess. Off the bat, you know where it's going. A change in effect on the mound. That's the end of the line for Mr. Bishop. We'll get you up to speed with a new Chuckey-Doak pitcher when we come back. It's 14-3 Unicoi County here on First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money. For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
14-3 Unicoi County. Wasn't always so ugly. 5 put up by the Blue Devils here in the top of the 7th inning. Their 4th home run of the day, and it's a 2-run blast off the catcher Reed Bogart's bat to make up for our 5th complete homer of the season, or for the game between these two sides. It's been a ton of home runs, most going for the other side, the bad guys in this instance. But Unicoi County leads it by double figures in the end of it, Tyler. A lot of firepower in the lineup tonight.
Some no-doubters. You don't even have to question whether they are home runs or not, because you can tell off the bat and the sound off the bat that it's leaving the yard. But I spoke about how Chuckey-Doak's misfortunes had cost them and how Unicoi's defense had been a key this game. My mind may be slightly changed after seeing their bats wake up here in the late innings and their power start to present itself.
And this is a team coming from a program with 4 state championships. They have the state's home run record in a season. They have the state's home run record in a career for a given player. They've got a run scored in a season record. Certainly a history, a culture that has been built on offense and a whole lot of it. Now, you wouldn't come to expect that from Coach Chad Gillis, who's a pitcher himself in his 12th season in Irwin, but still a team, still a program that prides himself not only in the home run ball, but scoring a lot of runs.
You look at the scoreboard and think 2 outs in the 7th. We might not see any more home runs, but do not count it out with Colby Jones standing at the plate right now.
The new relief pitcher on the mound for Chuckey-Doak, it is the sophomore Mason Henderson. He's part of the Black Knight basketball team as well. The right-handed relievers also attends the same church as I do, and it was the First Church Summit Youth, so good to see Mason out here getting a chance here late on a Monday night district affair. You also start to consider whenever the move was made from Lincoln to the bullpen, it was 6 outs left to go in the game. It was 5 2/3 for Lincoln when Coach Willett handed it off to Colin Bishop. The bullpen is not as deep as it has been for Chuckey-Doak, but you consider you save a lot of those guys on your front end of the bullpen for tomorrow night and maybe give yourself a puncher's chance, because when Lincoln exited the game, it was a 7-3 Unicoi County lead, and of course the 2-run homer that made it 9-3. But don't want a couple guys that don't typically throw as much here.
And I like what
strikeout here for Mason Henderson to end the inning. We'll get to Tyler's point when we come back. It's 14-3 Unicoi County heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. This is the Bachman-Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your needs. We're here to stay. We're not for sale. We're not merging. We're local, and we intend to stay that way. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Hello and welcome back from beautiful Lower Afton as the sun begins to make its descent under the western horizon. Unicoi County leading 14-3. 4 homers for the Blue Devils here today. My dad told me in the break it looks a lot like that Tennessee LSU game yesterday for you Vol baseball fans. You know it all too well. LSU with all told 15 homers in that weekend series in Knoxville, and a big day for Kate Aaron Beatty, who has really been mirrored by a couple of players in this Unicoi County lineup here today. And unlike a lot of those LSU homers, a lot of these Unicoi County home runs have come with runners on base. 14-3, they've had 11 hits, 4 of those homers to make up for their 14 runs, but 11 of those 14 coming in the 2nd and 7th inning.
If you would have told me 15 home runs in a Tennessee LSU series in the past, I would have probably guessed Tennessee.
Yeah. They had a couple. They had their moments for sure.
Program has fallen off just a tad since Tony Vitello's exit.
Isaac Harris still on the mound, looking to complete this complete game effort for Unicoi County on this season. Harris with 3 complete games. He leads the team in that category and probably tops in the district. If I'd have to guess, he and Colton Fillers. Colton Fillers has had a couple of complete games for South Green. Seems like every time he's pitched, he's went the distance. Big Rebel win today for their first district win, and West Green also getting a shutout victory today against Johnson County. Chuckey-Doak Middle School, a historic day for them as Danny Shelton, the middle schooler, records a perfect game and gets over 100 career strikeouts in the Chuckey-Doak Middle's win against West Green Middle School. This is a very uncommon sight as Harris has walked another batsman here today. His 3rd walk of the day. He's 1 away from tying his season total entering the game in walks allowed.
Maybe it's something about the air here in Lower Afton, the wind, the mound. I don't know. Either way, very uncharacteristic walk.
Well, it seems like their offense is liking that air just fine. So
yeah,
you might be okay with the trade-off. As this first pitch is belted to third base, White flips it up to second. It's mishandled, and it's the first Unicoi County error since the first inning. Both errors have been on Tanner White here today.
Now batting, number 7, Kipton Ball.
Nice walk-up music by Kipton Ball.
I'm trying to think back on that first error that we had back in the first inning. I know it was by Tanner White. I got to scroll all the way back here on the play-by-play.
The throw from 3rd to 1st on Kipton Ball's bunt.
Yeah, that'd be right. This one is smoked into left field. That ball is gone, and it's off the roof of the press box. Kipton Ball with his first homer of the year. A 3-run blast by the sophomore, and Chuckey-Doak has chipped into this Unicoi County lead 14-6 on the 3-run blast by Kipton Ball.
Something different about the air here in Chuckey-Doak or in Lower Afton tonight for the Black Knights.
6 home runs combined between the two teams. 6 combined. 4 for Unicoi County, 2 for Chuckey-Doak. And Coach Gillis in a mountain visit here. This might be the end of the rope for Mr. Isaac Harris here tonight.
We've seen 2 over the 20-foot fence in right field. We've seen 2 hit off the roof of the football press box. We've seen 1 hit the grass just off to the side, and we've seen 1 hit about 3/4 down the bleachers at Chuckey-Doak. So we've seen some gigantic home runs tonight hit in a lot of different places. But, man, 6. We've seen 1 all season so far. And we'll see more in this one game maybe than we see in all the other games combined for the next 2 seasons.
Pitching change in effect for Unicoi County. We'll take a 1-minute break. Coming back, we'll tell you about the new Blue Devil arm with Chuckey-Doak chipping into the Unicoi County lead, 14-6 when we come back. Bottom of the 7th with still nobody out here on First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
First career home run by Kipton Ball, and Unicoi County is forced to make a change here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tyler, coming into today, Chuckey-Doak had just the 1 homer on the season. They've got 2 here tonight, 1 from Crum, 1 from Ball. Unicoi County has hit 4 of their own, 6 combined home runs to go along with our 20 combined runs between the 2 teams. A lot of offense here tonight on a chilly Monday evening in Afton.
You'll have fun tomorrow whenever you make your broadcast highlights for this one because you got plenty of them. But you've seen a lot of offense tonight, a lot of good defense. You've seen a lot in this game. Good pitching.
22 combined hits. That's impressive.
That's really impressive. 20 runs.
And it's not like, and we saw really good pitching from both sides.
Yes, and that's where I was going to. A lot of strikeouts in this game, too. You go through and look.
It's another strikeout by Tanner White, the first reliever used out of the Unicoi County bullpen, and the sophomore records his first punch out of the day.
Seen 16 total strikeouts, 20 total runs, 22 total hits. So and what did you say, 3 double plays turned by Unicoi County? You've seen everything. Good pitching, good defense, good offense, good everything. Not the way that we wanted this game to go with Chuckey-Doak falling by the wayside, but nonetheless, we've seen some good baseball tonight. We were in for the treat that we expected.
Tyler, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to place a bet on the next Chuckey-Doak player to go yard this season that hasn't yet, it'd probably be the guy stepping up to the plate. Cooper C. He's got a ton of power in the bat, just a sophomore, 8 doubles on the year. A lot of those have been off the fence as well. That's the thing. He's been a couple feet away from jumping the yard a couple of times already. Be willing to bet he'd be the next Black Knight with a homer.
He may have tried with that swing right there.
1-2 is the count as White comes set on the hill, kicks and delivers. C watches it go by outside, and it's ball 2.
See, I still don't know what to expect. Don't know whether to expect a strikeout right there. Don't know whether to expect a 2-2 count.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. See who will swing right through, but it's a dropped third strike there on the foul back. Very cold night here from Afton. A lot of blankets in both the home and visitor stands. This pitch will stay off the outer edge, and Cooper C will enjoy a full count, 3-2.
These are the nights that you got to bear through, because once you get into May, whenever we're in the tournament action.
This one is smoked by C out into left field. It'll stay fair, and C will have another double at least. Coasting into second base, double number 9 on the season for Cooper C. And the Chuckey-Doak catcher lands safely with one out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Another good piece right there. For a second, I didn't think it'd stay foul. I'd like to see how close that was to the line, because that hugged the line down the left field line.
That ball was absolutely laced.
And you're seeing Chuckey-Doak not quit, too. You love to see this. They're not swinging at pitches trying to end the game, trying to go home, and they're actually still swinging at good pitches, and that's what you like to see. And that's what successful and productive teams are made of. They don't quit. No matter if you're down by 11 runs or whether you're down by 1, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference with this team.
Coach Willett, the ultimate competitor, always going to try to win and compete at the highest level. He'll send Hudson Cox into pinch run here at second base. Here's the 0-0. Driven left side. It gets past the glove of Colby Jones. He'll throw to third, and it's over the third baseman's head and into the Chuckey-Doak dugout. He had Hudson Cox dead in the rights, and Cox will advance to third on the errant throw. That was Gavin Murray at the plate for Chuckey-Doak, and they're going to award him the extra bag, actually. And he'll move all the way in to score. Chuckey-Doak leads at 14-7 on the air by Unicoi County.
Yeah, that's the right call. I was wondering why he was still at third to begin with, because if he's advancing to third and it goes into the dugout, he's rewarded with home.
Gavin Murray, who will move to second as well. Or excuse me, now that'll be Colin Bishop, excuse me, not Gavin Murray. Bishop, who was batting in place of Murray. And Gavin Crum will step in from the right-hand side. Chuckey-Doak trailing by 7, 14-7, a game that has seen 6 combined home runs in now 24 combined hits between the two sides. Also, 6 combined errors between the two squads.
I love seeing Colin Bishop and Mason Henderson get involved. That was a point that I was making before I believe we had a pitch and change and went to the commercial break, because you see Colin Bishop get into the game and pitch in a situation where you're only trailing, I think, 7-3 at that time. And he does allow some runs. He allows some home runs. It's not looking good for his stat line. But he's going to be one of your pitchers next year that you need to turn to. Gavin Crum graduates. Lincoln Cutshaw graduates. You've got Kipton Ball, and you're going to bring him and Mason Henderson back. It's good to get them experience while Unicoi County still has their starters in the game. And you're seeing Colin get hits in this game, too. May not have been scored a hit, but the fact that you're seeing him put the ball into play and barrel it, that's good for the future, and that's good for next year.
White will pick off again to second base, but it'll squeak out of the glove of Delgado into shallow center. Everybody stays put. Runner at second here with one out, and you're absolutely correct. This freshman class for Chuckey-Doak as well, talented enough to get on the field their freshman year, and they've got a very bright future ahead of them here in their 4 years at Chuckey-Doak High School. White, a slider that hits the inner part. That is if they stay at Chuckey-Doak High School. One of those talented freshmen already on their way to another school in Greenville. Not necessarily a baseball player, but you get the point. 14-7, Crum down to a 1-2 count. It's a swing and a miss, and Tanner White records his third punch out. Knights down to their final out of the day. It's Lincoln Cutshaw due up for a fourth time. 0 for 3 with all 3 ground outs here today. Colin Bishop, the runner at second base. The 0-0 outside, watched by Cutshaw. Tanner White, the sophomore reliever used today for the Blue Devils. Kick and deliver the 1-0. It's on the inside corner, called strike. Absolutely beautiful day here at the ballpark from Lower Afton as the sun begins to set. Few times are there as pretty a scene in the entire county, and absolutely stellar night to come watch a ball game. I'll be in a little cold, but glad we got the chance to come out once again. Another trip out here to Lower Afton. I believe the 4th time we've seen a game out here this year.
5th if you include softball.
That's right.
1 at North Green, 1 at South Green, 1 at West Green. We've been to every school, just not every school in each sport.
We'll be here again tomorrow night. South Green travels to Chuckey-Doak to play their annual Pink Out game on the softball diamond. So you can catch that action right here on First Horizon Green Sports Zone. It'll be live YouTube and Facebook.
Special
4:50
game.
and 10 minutes before 5 o'clock. Yeah, you want to talk a little bit about that and how big that one will be?
Already talked to Lady Knights head coach Tim Armstrong and Lady Rebels head coach Amy Hawk, and it's a special game obviously for the Pink Out reason and the cancer awareness, but I believe, if I was told correctly, I believe all of the gate goes towards charity, and Coach Armstrong, a cancer survivor himself, his wife, who's also an assistant coach, a cancer survivor herself. Coach Hawk has had cancer affect her family. You've had different players that have had cancer affect them, so it's a special game, not just because it's a Pink Out and you get the special custom jerseys each season and you get to keep those in your closet and look back at them and remember that Pink Out game versus Chuckey-Doak each year, but just everything added around it. The awareness, you can have cancer survivors or current cancer patients come out and enjoy that game and know that you're not alone. It's probably my favorite spring game every year.
Coming out to the ballpark tomorrow here at Chuckey-Doak High School. Wear your pink. We're going to be wearing pink in the broadcast booth. I'm going to run by, grab a pink shirt on the way tomorrow, so hope we see you there clad in pink for the annual Pink Out game between South Green and Chuckey-Doak. And you're not able to make the game, well, we got you covered right here on First Horizon Green Sports Zone. Knights down to their final strike as Cutshaw lands safely. A big cut here by Braxton Lowe, and it's 0-2 on the freshman. Runners at first and second here. Feel bad for those JV players that have to glove it up in this cold weather here to end the night. It's been a pretty long game. Nearing the 2.5-hour mark here from Afton. Both of those earlier games that started at 5 long have been finished. South Green victorious today for the first district win of the Rebels season. West Green shutout winners over Johnson County 6-0. Lowe will see strike 3. Called ball, and he'll have new life.
Matthew, what size shirt you wear?
Large XL. I kind of have both in the closet. I'm kind of in between.
I have an extra pink if you need one.
It's a big cut and a miss, and Unicoi County comes in. They dominate behind 4 home runs and 11 base hits. Chuckey-Doak out-hits the Blue Devils 13-11, but fall just short as Unicoi County would turn 3 double plays and belt 4 home runs to get the victory. They're now a game and a half ahead of Chuckey-Doak in the district standings as Unicoi County remains perfect at 9-0 in league play. Your final, Unicoi County 14, Chuckey-Doak 7. Coming up, we'll wrap it all up and tell you what to expect from these two down the rest of the season if it will run its course. They will play once more tomorrow in Irwin, and that could mean the conference up for grabs. 14-7 our final. We'll wrap it when we come back. You've been listening and watching the Bachman-Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
When it comes to healthcare, no one wants to feel rushed. At Abundant Healthcare Clinic in Greenville, we take the time to listen, explain, and truly care. We're a nonprofit clinic backed by 60 years of experience from Evergreen Life Services. From sports and routine physicals to common illnesses and minor injuries, we focus on you, not the clock. Call 423-278-2501 to schedule your appointment today. Abundant Healthcare Clinic. We take the time. Others don't.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Hello and welcome back from Lower Afton as Unicoi County reigns victorious 14-7 winners today on the road as the Unicoi County Blue Devils maintain their undefeated streak to start the year in District 1 2A play. They are now 9-0 on the season against the league competition, now 13-7 overall. Chuckey-Doak falls for the first time in district competition. Black Knights now 9-8 and a 7-1 record in district contests, as they fall just short here tonight, 14-7, two really bad innings, and that was really all it was for Chuckey-Doak, as 11 of 14 runs come for Unicoi County in the second and seventh inning. Two really bad ones, Tyler. That was really the story of it for me.
There's a lot that goes into this game. I think my opinion on this game changed so much through the course of it because I said that the game doesn't feel like it should be as close as it is, and the game shouldn't. Or I said something I can't remember, but Chuckey-Doak had a good day, but Unicoi County just had a much better day. They were able to turn 3 double plays and play tremendous defense, but late they started to commit more errors. Chuckey-Doak has a slow day offensively, picks it up with 2 home runs in the later half. It was a crazy game, a fun game nonetheless. It wasn't a thrilling game like we hoped, but it was definitely a high-caliber matchup coming in with 21 combined runs and I believe 24 combined hits. We had a lot of strikeouts included. It was a fun game overall. Chuckey-Doak had some young guys get into the game late, too, and earn some valuable experience. You talk about Colin Bishop coming in there at the end, followed by Mason Henderson, pitching to players that they will see again next year at the varsity level when they will be called upon to pitch in more spots than just at the end of the game when it's put out of reach like this right here. You're going to be put into spots like you could see earlier if Lincoln needed to be taken out earlier when it was 4-1. You could have put him in then, but it's disappointing losing the way you did. It's hard to look at this game positively, but you do have a lot of positives in this game. Unicoi is just a dang good ball club, man.
Absolutely, and I think that was the story of it later in the game when they started to belt those home runs all over the yard. Tyler.
And it took a while, too.
Yeah,
it was one of those where Unicoi looked stellar, and it was 7-3 for the longest time, but then late the game got kind of weird. Chuckey-Doak started showing their power after Unicoi showed their power, Unicoi committing more errors. It was a weird ending.
I think both teams really had 2 innings that they would really want to have back. Of course, Unicoi County with the early error that ultimately didn't hurt them all that much. It just brought in the 1 run, but they would also have errors in the 7th inning where they would have 2 to prolong that inning, and Chuckey-Doak would have by far its most productive inning, scoring a crooked number for the first time. And the what-ifs, Tyler, 2 times Chuckey-Doak got the bases loaded in the bottom of the 1st and 3rd with no outs. They had the bases loaded with no outs, 2 runs to show for it, and that's, I think, something that's going to live rent-free in the back of Coach Willett's mind. Up until tomorrow's game, I'd say maybe even a little bit longer, but a couple of missed opportunities today by Chuckey-Doak.
Baseball ticks you off so much. You watch baseball enough that the pain ceases to exist because you get so hopeful in situations like that, and sometimes you're let down, and that's just baseball. You find ways to get out of it if you're on the defensive end of it, and if you're on the offensive end, it just doesn't work out the way that you plan. You're going to really lose sleep thinking about those missed opportunities with the bases loaded and other innings like the 7th inning where you don't necessarily start making a comeback, but at the same time you do, scoring 4 in the 7th and then ending the game with 2 left on base. A lot of innings where Chuckey-Doak had multiple runners left on base, and that'll make you lose sleep. That'll make you kind of question, like, what could we have done different right there? Clean some things up just in the mental side of things, too. You think back to, like you said, in the 1st inning, you go home on a ground ball and you get caught in the base paths, and then the throw over to 1st, and then you try to squeeze it home and still a run there, and you get caught again. So now you go to 2 outs when you originally just had 0. Looking at pitching, too, Lincoln did a great job today. Lincoln had a great day, and you got valuable experience from Colin Bishop and Mason Henderson. I liked the spots they were put in because although the game wasn't necessarily put out of reach, Unicoi was in control the whole way. You put those guys in there to get experience against players they're going to pitch against next year, maybe in starting roles, maybe in long relief roles if the starter gets shelled early. So you need that, and I like seeing that. Colin Bishop putting the ball in play, too, barreling it up. Kipton Ball, how about his day? Multiple RBI day, 1st career home run. Gavin Crum, 2nd career home run, 2nd in as many games, I believe, here at Chuckey-Doak High School as they went on the road for most of last week, 3 in a row with West Green, how do you say it? Between West Green and Elizabethton, the Christian school. I think I've been saying it wrong. Yeah, I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Apologies to them. But overall for Chuckey-Doak, disappointing. You wanted to win this one because now that puts you behind the 8 ball, and you have to go win tomorrow at Unicoi County in Irwin to at most tie for 1st place in the regular season standings. But all is not lost.
Final line from tonight, Unicoi County 14 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors, 5 left on base. Chuckey-Doak 7 runs on 13 hits, 3 errors, and 7 left on base. Chuckey-Doak out hitting Unicoi County 13-10. Tyler, 8 extra base hits today, 6 home runs.
Wow.
All 4 Unicoi County base hits go the distance and jump the yard, and we saw a whole lot of offensive firepower between these 2 squads. stuff that I am certain that will be in effect tomorrow in Irwin as these two teams will complete the series season. Chuckey-Doak will fight for its survival to be up for that first place seeding with a win tomorrow. Of course, they'll still have one other district game left on the year, April 21st against Johnson County. Meanwhile, Unicoi County's district schedule will be complete after tomorrow. Just how you have it here in early April, still with 2 weeks left to go at the conclusion of this week. But it was a fun one once again here today. Glad when we made the trip out regardless. A couple of heavy hitters, a couple of heavyweights in the district, two of the odds-on favorites entering the season. Unicoi County gets the upper hand in leg one of their matchup. Tomorrow at 5:30, the time for first pitch in Irwin. Once again, Chuckey-Doak losers tonight, 14-7. Knights fall to 7-1 in the district. Unicoi County is now 8-1, and they will meet to complete the series tomorrow. Tomorrow also, for us, the pink out game here from Afton. Chuckey-Doak and South Green, if you're able to come out all the gate going to honor those breast cancer awareness causes at the game tomorrow. Wear your pink, and if you can't, well, definitely tune in. We'll have you covered right here on First Horizon Green Sports Zone on YouTube and Facebook Live. Special thanks to everybody who made this possible, for you, the listener, and the viewer as well. Full crew on hand here today for Johnny Painter, for Ethan Cooper on camera, for Tyler Nichols, our analyst and producer on the evening. I'm Matthew Palazzo saying so long, good night, and God bless from Afton.